It's every time. Just no voice of God in here anymore. Um,
Oh, yep.
God is
Nope.
voiceless, and we
I think we're
squelched
good
him.
now. Maybe.
Okay.
How's everybody doing today? There we go. Um, I have to turn down a little bit. I have to turn technician down slightly. I got it. Don't worry about it. Okay. I think you have a recap for us.
Yes, I do. Let's see. So in the last episode, we actually went hunting for the body of the banshee that had agreed to help us in killing Yvonne. Um, so we went to a graveyard that was in the mountains to the south of town. Went poking around the graveyard for a little bit until we identified a grave that seemed to have a headstone that was in giant characters, but the words didn't really make any sense. And that contained the bones of a what appeared to be a half ogre woman. We exhumed that body because Casimir loves to dig. We got some bones from that, and then we found Roots. Roots being a wizard that lived under a trapdoor near the cemetery, but is sort of one of those omnipresent beings that just pops up wherever Roots is needed. And I wrote in my notes absolutely Danish, and I don't know exactly what I meant by that. But
What does
but
that mean?
I think it was the accent. But floating basically is Roots is always floating in and out of planes and is just connected directly to the trees of this world.
Fair.
And Vidar received a bag of seeds that allows Vidar to get a hold of Roots. My notes actually are there, but I do remember what happened. We were basically waiting around the cemetery um, to get the Banshee's spirit around so that we could kill her and more or less trap her in a makeshift phylactery with some of her bones so that we could have a portable Banshee in a jar. And it turns out the Banshee betrayed us, and we were ambushed by a witch hunter and a couple of other archers, which we not not without tribulation dispatched. We managed to win, but it was quite the fight. You had to be there. If you weren't there, then what are you doing with your life? You got to show up on time for these things. Um, but after dispatching Witch Hunter Noir, I believe was the name of that particular
Noir. Yep.
Noir. Uh, so after dispatching that Witch Hunter, we basically made our way back to uh, Novoshagud, and Novoshagud had in fact been attacked. We were kind of told that already by Stanislava, and we were um, more or less trying to figure out exactly what happened. And RepRap actually figured out that Undead had more or less marched to the continent on the bottom of the ocean um, to get there and attack, which is also why the attack was basically not ever really known or seen, or there was no early warning. There was a significant loss of life for the war bands, and there was a lot of burning piles of corpses and things like that. Uh, Lorchik has been put in charge of looking after not Zoya. Hang on, I'm sorry, I got to scroll up to get the name right here. Um,
Kuzma?
Kuzma been put in charge of looking after Kuzma for the next couple of days while Kuzma recuperates, and I believe that brings us to current.
It does. So you guys are hanging out in Noor Chirgut, and all of you will have taken a long rest. We're gonna fast forward a handful of days, probably two days. So go ahead and make sure you all click the long rest button. Um, is anyone doing anything specific in the next couple days? Like, are you looking into something specific? Are you trying to learn a new skill? Are you looking to learn a new set of tools? Are you what are you guys doing? We'll start off with Vidar. What are you doing?
Mostly just idling around the camp. If anything, mostly trying to kind of hang out near all of the Absalorn spider folk
Okay.
because they're all stealthy and all that kind of stuff. So I've just kind of taken interest to them, but not really
Okay. So
nothing specific.
the Absolorn have created an artificial grove of very tall trees that they have sort of webbed and maintained their stuff into. And this wasn't here before, but it seems to be a permanent structure at this point because a lot of their druidic creatures and things have started maintaining this spell to make sure everything stays flourishing and stuff like that. A large portion of it has been burned, and they are actually removing a lot of that old growth and basically replenishing the forest to do that. A lot of the spiders appear to be sentient and sapient, so they have a sort of awkward intelligence, and they do interact with you every once in a while, and it's sort of an awkward interaction. Like, they're not really sure how people work. They're more in tune with sort of these mythical ideas of nature and elements and things like that. They're a little bit less in tune with how they talk to people, but most of the spiders can speak at least common. I have a question for everybody after we move on from Vidar. That's your sort of interaction with them over the next 2 days. Zoya says hi. She basically just says hello to you. And you have sorts of awkward interactions because she's very busy. Are any of you trying to make an effort to learn Giant?
So Rep is in the course of like still listening to refugees and their stories, but also trying to work with people that were there for the battle to understand what happened and how it can be prevented in the future.
So, if you are actively, for example, technician, you're actively going to sort of passively be learning Giant by immersion. You know, if you're in and around it all the time, you sort of pick stuff up every once in a while. So we're gonna say that all of you inevitably will have a rudimentary understanding of how the language of giants work, because that's a standard language spoken within the warbands. And over the next couple days, you guys can sort of communicate and understand some basic concepts, but you're not going to be able to speak the full language for at least like a year, probably. And you have gained a little rudimentary idea of what it is, so you can't read it. They don't really have a written language for the most part that they work with here, but if you were to find someone who can train you in the written Giant language, that would be cool too. Evie, what are you doing?
Um, I make a bit of an assumption that sorry, what's the race of spider people called?
Say that one more time. Sorry.
What's the race of the spider people called?
The half spider, half people are called Driders.
Driders.
Um, that's like their standard racial designation.
And their clan is called
Absolorn.
Absalorn. So I made a bit of an assumption that the Absalorn clan has taken like a small liking to me, just with like all the past stuff that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a liking, it's at least like an interest in my fear of them. Um, so I feel like they might approach me a lot. And if Vidar is there, I feel like a little more comfortable, but just like hide behind him most of the time of them trying to like interact, but just trying to get a little more comfortable with them and like them show me how they or they how they like make stuff with the webbing and try to find common ground.
Sure. You're trying to overcome your fear of spiders, essentially.
Yep.
um, they absolutely. So you're basically hanging out with Vidar, in
Yeah.
his like sort of attempt to figure out what their deal is. Um, they also do have their own language that is a variation of Druidic, but it's exclusively clicks and hisses from spiders. Um, that I will also give the two of you a rudimentary understanding of. You don't you have no concept of it, but you can definitely tell that there are like common things that they actually are speaking to each other about. And Evie, you can understand once they explain a little bit to you that it's basically a variation of Druidic, which you sort of understand. Excuse me. And your whole interaction is that they stay far away from you out of respect. But when they get close to Vidar, they sort of pull Vidar away from you to make sure that they're not too close and things like that. Um, and is there anyone specifically that you want to interact with? Also, a lot of them give you like a sort of, because they have like these big like spiders that are sort of, they call them carpenters, and they are essentially these spiders that are a combination crustacean and spider, and they have these gigantic like set of claws. They actually have, they're not technically spiders, but they have these 10th claws that come around and underneath, and they have these huge saw blades that they can work and cut down trees with. And the average size of one of these spiders, like if you were to set them on the ground, would be about 10 to 15 feet wide. The biggest ones are just massive, but they are also subterranean most of the time. So they sort of burrow under the ground in the tree roots, and then when they're needed, they dig their way out and chop a tree down or whatever. And they are the ones responsible for making sure that the forest is good to go, pruning trees and things like that. And the carpenters have specifically taken a liking to you and have made you an arcane focus out of wood that has been coated in a crystallized spider web. That's actually like absolutely brilliant, and it's sort of
Oh.
shaped in a leaf, a sort of maple leaf shape for you.
Oh. I googled arcane focus.
So an arcane focus is something that you can have because you know how it's like, oh, you need a pinch of salt and a
Mm-hmm.
hair chunk or something like that, right? You can
Yeah.
ignore any of the physical requirements for a spell can be ignored unless it specifically has a gold annotation on it. So if it says a diamond worth 50 gold, you have to have a diamond worth 50 gold. You have to have if it has a monetary value associated with it, you have to have that specifically. So with an
Got it.
arcane focus, you can ignore anything that doesn't have a physical or a monetary value associated with it.
How kind. I still have a newfound fear now of hybrid crustacean arachnids, but um also trying to come around to them and spend time with them.
Yeah, they're actually quite funny because they can speak to you in like a normal voice, and a lot of them they essentially mirror the Maori in the way that they talk, so they sound like little kids. It's actually one of the funniest things you've ever heard, and they're quite nice. They're pretty amazing. So, um, that's your little experience. We're gonna, Lorishik, can you respond, or are you good? Would you like me
Yeah.
to? Okay. What are you
My
doing
my
for the
assumption is
next
that
couple days?
I feel like I've been on guard duty for a few days while
Well,
what's
Kuzma
his face
recovers.
heals.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, while Kuzma's getting things. Do as a part of being around Kuzma and being at his side the entire time, do I gain any insight into him or the people that he's close to, or do I see anything that like patterns that I should take notice of, like people coming in and out of his tent or visitors, that kind of thing?
So his whole deal that you figure out is that he is one of the smartest and most aware people that you have ever met in your entire life. And it's not just that he's aware, but he has a sort of sense about him that he can tell when someone's coming into the tent before they've even gotten 10 feet, within 10 feet of the tent. So he just has like this sort of, it's like a vision that you don't understand, that you can immediately assume as part of his like spirit and shaman magic that he has. Um, and specifically, a lot of the time you feel he knows that Callum is there, and he can talk to him, and he doesn't. You don't know if he can talk back, but you can see the similarities between you and him in the fact that all of Kuzma's interactions feel like your interaction with Callum when he just talks all the time because he has to be talking to someone, right? And his spiritual connection with sort of the universe and his ancestors and things like that is one of the most intriguing things to you personally, because your whole lineage and all these things like that where he has a direct connection to them by wearing his bones and sort of having this arcane like link to them that's actually quite fascinating. And you have this strange interaction where he comes up to you one day, on the second day, the early morning he wakes up, and he looks to be perfectly good. He was missing a portion of his side, and he has healed himself through it. And he walks up to you, he walks up to you with a cane, with his cane hitting the ground. And he just looks at you, and he says, "Well, I was contacted by one of your ancestors in the night."
Oh yeah, who would that be? I don't even think I have any ancestors.
"You do." And he sort of pulls out from his pocket this small little carved obsidian egg. And it's like a chicken egg sized one. And he hands it to you in a momentarily fleeting thing. You feel like you're home for a second, right? It's humid, it's hot, and you're just looking around, and all of a sudden you're back into it. But you felt like someone was trying to talk to you for a second, and you weren't really sure who it is or what it is. And he just looks at you and he says, "I don't know, but there are many spirits in contact with you." And he looks directly at Callum, and you know he's looking at Callum, and Callum just nods at him. What do you do?
I ask him if I can keep the obsidian egg.
That is yours.
Is there anything I should know about this?
You know as much as I do. The spirits gave it to me to give to you.
How heavy is this thing?
And not heavy at all. It weighs about as much as you'd expect a glass egg to weigh.
I knock on it, try to see if it's hollow.
It is not. It is solid. And it is like
It's not.
It's sort of how you can imagine like a sort of lava egg would look, where it has little raised edges and then little valleys and things like that. But the valleys are not polished. The actual like plateaus themselves are super polished, and it looks exquisite.
It's the dragon egg from the end.
Yeah.
I used it as the centerpiece in my home. It's beautiful.
Except little.
Pequeño.
Yep.
With little ridges
Yep.
that are.
Don't put it down unless you also have a torch and a pickaxe.
You know, I just threw my bag away that I was using for other means. That would have been perfect for this. And I set it in my backpack.
Okay.
What I ask him. So what do you know about me if my ancestors have contacted you?
The only thing that they said to me for the most part was that you are missed. That is the main one, and that you are loved.
I immediately try to change the subject. Do other people's ancestors try to contact you regularly?
Yes, they do. And also my own clanmates who died recently have talked to me and things.
Are you wearing your own clanmates?
Some of them I have brought into my armor. He turns around and there's like a brand new like skeletal set of fingers dangling off of his cloak. And when you are part of my clan, you eventually get integrated.
What has kept you alive for so long?
The spirits will not let me die.
So you can't die, or they won't let you die?
I can die, but every time I get close, they bring me back. And he sort of
Is that
looks
something
like
you want?
like he looks like he's in pain when he says that specifically, and his sort of like overall thing, all of his armor starts to glow like a faint, almost like soul stitching, but not as like soul stitching has a very prominent look to it that screams like this is not good, right? Where if you were to when tempered things get activated, it looks like it's meant to exist and it's not aggressive and it's not that people can't. It doesn't look harmful, right? It's like an orange tempered glow comes from his sort of skeletal armor and all the runes that are carved in all the bones and things like that, and it just sort of washes over him, and you can see that he like smiles for a moment as like and you can immediately tell that that's sort of a reminder that the spirits are there to protect him as their sort of voice of the spirits nearly, or at least he's chosen himself to do that.
I look over to Callum and ask him, "Are you part of keeping him alive? Are you forcing him to do this?"
No, his spirits are sort of bound in their own way to him. Imagine it's like a whale or one of the sharks with the parasites on it. It's not a parasite. It's symbiotic, where one helps him with one aspect of his life, and then he helps them with their lives, that kind of thing. Where it's not parasitic, it's symbiotic in that way.
I as Callum's talking, I look over to Kuzma and gauge his response to Callum saying this.
And Callum is, or Kuzma is nodding the whole time.
Okay, so we've confirmed that he's definitely seeing an interaction.
Oh yeah. Okay. And when he looks directly at Callum, you can see that his eyes glow like that orange glow that his armor has, because he's wearing a human skull. You're not really sure if it's human, but it's bigger. And the sort of eye sockets are like a blackened, almost like charcoal, and then his eyes are pale, like cataracts across the board. But you can tell where he's looking, because they're sort of off color, and he definitely looks at Callum, and whenever he looks at Callum, his eyes sort of glow orange, almost like the spirits are helping him see him or something.
Well, Kuzma, this is all fun and exciting, but I'm getting kind of hungry. Do you want to go grab a bite with me?
Let's go. And he sort of puts a hand on your shoulder, and as he does that, you and he have gotten fairly close, and he has the most gentle touch of anyone that you've ever met, because he's like one of those really cute old people that just loves being around other people. And whenever he like lays a hand on your shoulder, you feel like a warmth and like a love that you've never felt before, because your family never really showed it. And yeah, you guys go and you eat. You get meat. Like he takes you right to one of the beast butchers people, and they don't even charge you money for any of the stuff anymore, because you're so consistently just there. And I assume that you've overpaid for the last couple meals or whatever, and they just like, I don't even give a shit. They just give you guys, and you guys eat together. And that's like the biggest interaction that you have with Kuzma in the last couple days. Technician, what besides mending people, hospitalier, just writing down stories, that kind of thing, or is there anything specific that you want to do?
Actually, yes, there was one thing, but technician is definitely waiting for Kuzma to feel well enough for this. Basically, technician would like to have a word with the ghost in the jar.
Okay, do you have the spell speak with dead, or are you gonna
No,
wait? You're
but
waiting
that's
for Kuzma. Okay.
Yep. There you go. Yep.
Um. Did that fix it? Will you talk for a second?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good.
Talking. More
I
talking.
didn't. I realized that my window with the cameras on it was not fully maximized, so my borders were a little bit off, but I fixed it.
Got it.
As you're waiting for Kuzma, it's basically later in the day after Loershik and he have this reaction. And Loershik, you're going to be here for this whole thing. So react as you wish. Evie and Vidar, if you would like to be part of this interaction, you can, but the likelihood is that you're probably talking to Zoya or one of the other like carpenters or whatever spiders that you guys really feel like you want to interact with. Would you like to be part of this or no?
No, I'm still hanging out with the spiders. I don't think I would have any reason to know that Technician was even going to do this, so I probably wouldn't have been looking for him.
What Go ahead.
I would say same. Just they're more like circumstantially not aware of that happening.
Okay. Loershik, technician comes over and do you hand Kuzma the jar, or are you like how does that work? How does it start?
Kuzma,
Yes.
I keep running into a problem where I'm just typing ad infinitum in places because I have to press a key now. Kuzma, and I want to show Kuzma the jar.
Okay.
In this jar is a banshee. We have captured the banshee inside this jar. However, the banshee did give their word that they would not attack us, and broke their word, and also betrayed us. I was hoping that you could help us have a conversation with this banshee, please.
Absolutely. Let's go to the tent. And he sort of limps his way over to his big tent, and you guys enter it, and you're immediately hit with the smell of like mahogany incense, and it's quite nice. In Loershek, at this point, you're used to it. You sit in front of this large, not roaring, but it's sort of smoldering fire that's crackling every once in a while, and he takes the jar and he sets it on the ground, and he casts this ritual spell over it, and directly in front of you, the banshee itself had this like horrifying visage that it was being aggressive or whatever, and it's a completely different thing this time. A very beautiful, what appears to be half orc, half ogre woman makes her visage known in front of you. She's wearing a sort of chest high sundress that's actually quite nice, and she just turns to you, and she has dreadlocks that go all the way down to below her waist, and she's sitting on this sort of like grassy area, and it just sort of only goes so far before it dissipates. And she looks at you and she says, "Oh, hi."
Hello. Your name was the Songbird, correct?
That is what they called me, yes.
Songbird, why did you betray us?
It wasn't up to me. The followers of Moonball have this power that they just can take control of undead. I didn't have a choice, and I want to apologize. I'm sorry.
I understand. It is worth letting you know that Loerchek does in fact have your skull. Is this an issue for you?
No. I know that he will make something beautiful out of it and then get revenge on that sorry excuse of a human being.
We will also give you your opportunity for revenge.
I cannot wait. And she sort of bites her lip for a second and like just taking a moment to look it over. And she looks and she says, "So what can I do for you exactly?"
Forgive me for this line of reasoning, but you did give us your word, and then we were betrayed by you. It did seem important to me at the time to make sure that we could trust you still.
I have no hard feelings. If I had a choice, I would not fight you.
Lorechik, did you have anything you would like to add?
Do you have any insight into where Ivan might be, what he might be doing, and why he would do this?
I don't. I wish I did. but it is also something that I am not a diviner. I just have this sort of feeling that he's not coming here for a long time. But I do know something, though. I've looked into it because I've been dead for a while and we have a sort of network. And there are some spirits that say that he is not connected to Moomball at all. He's connected to something far more powerful.
That's interesting.
And some of them have said that there possibly are more of his kind.
I know it might be a touchy subject, but Yvonne had some unflattering things to say about you. Can you tell us about your relationship?
I can and I will.
What happened?
So, Yvonne is smooth. As you well know, I've seen the way that your girl reacts to these things. The girl in your party, the pretty one.
You mean Vidar?
She just turns at you and raises her eyebrows.
Rip.
I'm sorry. Beauty is subjective. I apologize. Continue.
Rip.
I mean, everyone has their preferences. If that's how you if that's how you feel, you should tell him. But
I put my
It's
hand
a mechanical thing. Come on.
I put my hand on Technician's shoulder and say, I'll let Vidar know that you have feelings for him.
It is not feelings. It is simply an appreciation of beauty.
She looks at you and she says, well, he convinced me that I was in love with him. And at this point, I'm fairly certain he used magic to do it. I don't believe any of it was genuine on his part at all. I believe that he played me and got me murdered.
I know I'm not there, but preach, homegirl.
Because if you saw my grave, they didn't even try. He knew what my name was, and they didn't even do that. They made a mockery of everything about me. I was in the classes with him. I was a singer, and I was fantastic at it. I just happened to be better than him. And I think he took it personally. So he hired people to kill me.
Admittedly, that makes much more sense than his version of events.
I can barely hear you.
Admittedly, that makes much more sense than his version of events.
Yeah, it was super unfortunate. That is true. If you'd like to make an insight check to make sure if she's lying or if you trust her immediately, it's up to you guys. Just want to throw that out there. One old man in chat said something, so I thought I would.
I will do that.
Okay. You're not sure. She genuinely doesn't seem to have a reason to lie to you, considering she's captive and she gets nothing. Like, there's no personal gain that she could have at this point. Lorishik, you know that. You're pretty good at reading people. And it's more the fact that there's no reason for her to lie to you. She gains nothing from lying to you. Because you could definitely tell the same strategy of not giving a shit about other people that is sort of Yvonne's MO at this point. For your guys' personal experience, it sort of fits his character up until this point. So
I have only 2 questions left for you.
okay.
What's your actual name?
She breathes out heavily, and you can see that she starts to tear up. She looks at you and she says, "Well, it means songbird in giant. But it it's Turtuya." And she sort of says it strangely, Turtuya.
I look over to technician. You've been picking up on giant recently, right?
A bit.
Can you commit that one to your memory banks to make sure we don't forget how to pronounce it?
Yes.
Okay, last question for you.
Okay.
When this is all over, how do you want to be laid to rest?
If you could make a real effort to properly bury me somewhere, anywhere, with a real gravestone and being recognized that I was alive at some point. I mean, my real dream would be to be alive again. That would be, but that's a lot of effort and very expensive. I know that. But to be fair, you do know where my body is or was, and that would make it a little bit easier. But if I do end up getting laid to rest, I just want a I just want to be recognized that I existed, because what they did to me made me. I don't exist now, technically speaking. I don't exist. I'm not recognized. No one cared enough to do it.
I have one final question for you. Are you aware of what happens outside of your phylactery?
No. Once I'm inside of it, it's just I exist on this sort of patch of grass, and that's it.
But if I were to tap on the sides of the phylactery, that does not create any
No, it
reaction.
does. It makes like a
It does.
breeze. I could tell when I was in a bag or something rolling around. There were things touching it.
I would like you to be ready. There is a very good chance that we may need your help immediately and with the element of surprise. If I tap 3 times, that would be the signal to attack immediately, to come out and attack immediately.
Of course. I will.
Thank you.
What are your names? I didn't ask, and I apologize for being rude.
I am called Technician Reprap. No, I'm not. My designation is Technician R3P-R4P. You may call me Reprap.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Rep Rap. And you are? And she looks at Lorishik.
I'm Lorishik.
Beautiful. Well,
Does she know Draconic?
she does.
She responds with beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's a level of recognition that you can immediately tell, especially with your roll of 14, that she understands the power of a name more than anybody else in the fact, and she just looks at you and she says beautiful because of the fact that she recognizes that you've come to terms with a lot of things in your life the way that she has, and you're alive. You're still alive. So it's more of a respectful beautiful than a sort of anything else. She seems to have a lot of empathy. More empathy than a lot of people that you've met. So
Well, Songbird, I hope you're okay with me saying Songbird, and I don't want to butcher your name, but you even said it meant Songbird, right? So hopefully that's okay.
Absolutely.
I hope we get an opportunity to learn more about you, and we get to see you on our journey.
Sure. I believe I can only stay out for so long. So I don't know what the limitations are, but I suppose we'll figure them out as we go. I don't really know how this works. I was told by Roots that this is how you do it.
Admittedly, we are also new to this.
All right. And that is sort of the end of the interactions over the next couple days. What are you guys doing on your third day? Is anyone doing anything specific before we start into the next step or the next adventure? Is anyone buying anything? Are you re-equipping yourselves, making stuff? What are you doing?
I want to buy a velvet pouch for my new Fabergé egg,
Mm-hmm.
and I also want to talk to Zoya.
Okay, you want to talk to Zoya? So you want a velvet bag specifically? Sure.
Yeah, is that possible?
Oh yeah, one of the Cross and Grits people can absolutely do that.
Sweet.
It's
I'm gonna-
it's gonna be like a gold to do that because it's velvet. Velvet is not
I want to
exactly
ask.
a common material. So
I want to ask Zoya if she's the best person to commission for a statue. If her spiderlings can get it done fairly quickly before we leave.
what material would you like it to be made out of?
At least something that can weather a storm.
We can have it done eventually. I cannot speed it. We have to save our own infrastructure at the moment.
It can be
If-
fairly small.
If you'd like to write down the specifications, we can possibly have it done by the time you get back.
I write down what is essentially Songbird standing on top of a pedestal
That's dope.
with a plate,
Okay.
and just hand it to her and ask her when it is ready. Can you place this somewhere prominent amongst the camp, and hopefully we can find a way to honor the people who have lost their lives that have helped us on our journey.
Sure. She actually seems like oddly curious about it, and she skitters off into her woods. And it's just about this time that Casimir comes back up to you guys. Casimir looks different when he comes up to you. As he's coming up to you, you notice that he is not. He looks much more predatory than he did before. His sort of facial structure has gotten a little bit more bony, and then he's like he seems to be growing scales in some places, and like his back of his hands are like really hairy, and his fingernails have not been sharpened, but they are sharp now, and they have darkened significantly. And he also has a little bit of fang going on. And he walks up to your
Hello.
party.
Hello, Casimir. You appear to be in better spirits than when we last saw you.
Yes, I don't know what it is, but I feel better in some way, shape, or form. And he's like
Do you also
he's
do you
massaging
also
his
feel
hand.
stronger and faster?
You could say that.
I, you appear to have taken on a more aggressive appearance.
I would say more daft appearance if you.
I'd say it's better, so I'm into it.
More than ever, hour after hour, work is never over.
He's sort of like, rubbing his hands together. He says, "Well, I've gotten the next mission from Stanislawa.
Where are we headed, and who is coming after us?
We're going to the crag.
Roll my eyes a little bit.
We are going to meet. We got in a message that said to meet in the crag. Um, let me look." And he pulls out like a piece of paper. Give me 1 second. I need to verify. In the crag. He said to meet us in Turfor.
I forget. Did we send somebody to check in on Bounty Master? What's his name? Sinhold.
Mm-hmm.
After, did we ever? I don't remember what the actual result of
We
that was.
didn't. No, we didn't hear anything back about that yet. At least not according to my notes. Who are we supposed to meet there?
Apparently, someone designated as War Master. Is it the Snake Man you guys interacted with forever ago? Or was it
We
like...
did meet with the War Master Haka, though I assume there might be more than one War Master in the world.
Fair? But it is said that we are supposed to meet or something? Or, what is the word? It's...
Kill?
We're supposed to pick up something. He has a gift for us.
I
We know
like
this isn't a
gifts.
trap.
They're far better than being almost killed, as we do on most other
It
missions.
doesn't look like a trap to me, and Stanislawa gave it to me. So I have faith that she's done her investigation. And it also has a check mark and watermark from the Absolorn. So I would assume that we're fine for the time being.
Still, it would be best for us to travel incognito.
Oh, of course, of course.
All right, so Rep is going to go ahead and disguise up.
We can leave now unless you need more prep.
There is
I just
something I
wanna
would like to
check
do,
on
but it can
Kuzma.
wait until we come back.
Are you sure? Because we can take care of things right now.
It would probably take a little bit longer than we have.
Fair.
I'll just tell you. So, out of character, I was going to attempt to silver, I guess would be the correct term, Lorchik's hammer, because I have the temper, I have Smith's tools. I was just basically going to turn it into. I wasn't going to try to like +1 or +2 it, but just like make it a magic weapon because that seems like it would be handy.
Fair. I would wait on it.
I just want to check in with Stanislava and make sure that someone is assigned to Kuzma and let her know that he's doing better, but I just want to make sure he has a friend to talk to.
As you're like walking over to Stanislava's tent, Kuzma comes out with a, for lack of a better term, a small child in hand. like a 7 or 8-year-old little boy who is the most muscular child you have ever seen. Casimir,
Kuzma, is that your next meal?
Casimir comes with you. Do you say that?
Yeah.
No. What are you talking about?
I just chuckle.
Casimir looks down and he says, "Oh, Boris!" And this little kid runs over and jumps into Casimir's arms and he says, "Boris, this is Loershik. This is one of my traveling companions." And the little kid looks at you and he says, "Da." And he says, "Loershik, this is my son, Boris."
I curl up my lizardy fingers and reach out for a fist bump.
And the little kid fist bump you, and it actually physically doesn't damage you, but it's like, why is this kid so muscular?
Have you been lifting weights, Boris?
He just shakes his head.
Well, looks like you're gonna grow up to be big and strong, just like Dad.
And he sort of nods. He doesn't appear to be very vocal. Casimir looks at you and says, "Yes, I have given Boris his first official mission as Krasengritz." And as you're looking at it, you see that Boris has a tattoo, like a full tattoo on his shoulder of the bear tattooed on his shoulder, as like a 7 or 8. He's like young, little boy, and he just nods with him.
I ask Casimir if Boris is allowed to have beef jerky.
Of course. Why would
I
he
take
not?
out one of my jerkies and hand it to Boris.
And he just immediately starts chewing on it and ripping it up and stuff. And he looks.
Does he take it out of the hand, or is he like?
No. Boris takes it out of the hand. He's not that. He's not his dad when it comes to being animalistic.
He's not a feral child.
I mean,
Just feed it like a
are
pet,
you?
yeah.
Fair
Physical.
question.
There
Well,
is.
Boris,
There
it's nice
is-
to meet you.
Oh, and Boris just nods. And as you enter the tent with Stanislawa, you hear the most shrill screech you've ever heard, and this gigantic woman comes stomping up to Casimir and goes, "What did you do to our son? Did you tattoo that boy?" And Casimir immediately goes, "Oh no." And he sets Boris down and immediately runs away. Like literally runs away. And you can immediately tell that is his wife. And she appears to be an actual literal giant. So that is just a fun interaction that you witness as you go to talk to Stanislawa.
Again, I chuckle as I just head into Stanislava's tent.
Okay. You get in the tent and she's sitting there, actually playing some sort of stringed instrument.
What you playing there, Stanislava?
Oh, it's my bone harp. It's one of the things I have done for a long time.
Well, it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I wanted to take an opportunity to talk to you about Guzman.
What about him?
It seems that he is healing well and resting, but to keep his spirits up while we're gone on our mission, it might make sense to assign him a conversation buddy.
Oh, that's what Boris is for. Did you meet the boy? He's quite brilliant.
I did.
He doesn't talk to new people, but he'll warm up to you eventually. Yes, Boris does talk to Kuzma, just non-verbally.
Awesome. Before I head out, really quick, you don't by chance know which War Master we're going to meet up with, do you?
No, it's just just titled War Master. If you'd like to look at the communique that we received, you're more than welcome. And she hands you this very thin stone tablet with Draconic written on it. And it says War Master is the only thing that it says on the top of it. And it says basically a quick description of where you're supposed to meet. It's a small clearing just east of Turfor. Within the grove of iron trees, there's a small cave that you're supposed to go into the entrance of, and there will be a pallet of provisions left for you inside there. A supplies crate specifically from the War Master. That's what it says.
Got it. You know, just a heads up, Stanislava. While we were out on our last mission, we met up with this very interesting bird, almost celestial-like being, who showed us that the jelly bean bag and the bag that came with Yvonne's card, they were being used to track our location. So I'm concerned about anything that might be coming into the camp that we don't control.
I did not think about that. And I do want you to know that it's not your fault. That we have come many years being on our own. I was not surprised at this at all. But that being said, we need to redouble our efforts, and we're working on becoming one tribe again. The war bands will become the war band. And I have already declared it as the leader of the war bands at the moment, that all of them need to come back. And then we're going to move our base of operations south, more inland, so that they cannot track us, or at least we have more warning than being right next to the sea. And also from that, we will be using all of our resources to be self-sufficient. So we should not be importing or interacting with anyone else from now on.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Stanislava. Can I do an arcane check on the tablet, arcana check, just to make sure it's like not...
Sure. Or investigation or arcana, either one.
I'm going to do arcana. I have proficiency. That works.
It does not appear to be magical. Or tempered or tampered with, soul state, nothing. No magical energy whatsoever.
Cool. I hand the communique back to Stanislava and say, well, we might as well be heading out. Is there anything I should know before we leave?
Not at all. I very much look forward to your return, and we will see you when we see you. Take your time. If you have to investigate something in Turfor, let us know.
Awesome.
You have the sending stone, correct?
Yeah.
And she shows you like the opposite side of that.
Perfect. Okay. I hold mine up and head out the tent as I'm holding it up and put it back in my pocket or in my bag.
You get outside, and the giant lady has kneeled. She's like kneeling down, talking to Kuzma and Boris, and she sort of eyes you, gives you a sort of mean look, as you move past, and you can see that Casimir is hiding behind a tent in the distance, a fair distance away, and he meets up with you and he says, "Yes, that's my wife. All right, it's. Don't worry about it. She's aggressive in nature, but she's the most beautiful being I've ever seen. So
you're a very lucky man, and she seems very sweet and caring."
No, she's not any of those things. She cares about one person, and that's her son. She does not care about me. I was a sperm donor.
I doubt she feels that way for real. You should probably find some time to spend with her and talk to her between all these missions.
Yeah, at some point I will.
Boris is a lucky kid to have two caring parents.
Okay. You meet up with the rest of the party, and Casimir produces the Yeet Stone, He says, "We are ready to go unless someone else has something else to do at the moment."
Looks like we all shake our head.
Okay.
Shall we head out?
He holds
Let
a
us
hand out.
eat.
You guys connect hands. Yeet! Boom! You're pulled up and boom! You guys land in waist high snow on the outskirts of Turfor. Let me switch over to Turfor.
It was pretty snowy last time we were here. Was it this snowy?
It was not. So you guys are more over to the east of Turfor. Basically closer to where basically the O of Turfor is where you are. Let me fix the thing. There it is. Let me move you guys out of the way. But basically where the O is where you guys actually landed, a couple miles east of there. You're in a large clearing of the gigantic trees that they farm here, and all around you is snow. Some of it's waist high. You guys land in there, and it's actually quite the soft landing comparatively to what you're used to. And you're looking around, and things are awfully quiet. But it's quite calming comparatively to what you're used to. The sounds of the war bands is just constant noise, whether it's fires or people practicing fighting or yelling or work being done, that kind of thing. When you get here, it is just still and perfect. What are you guys doing immediately?
Kindle usually rides on my shoulder, but she's jumped down into the snow and just like she's much smaller than the snow and just like left a opening all the way down and just like water vapor comes up.
Yep.
So if we're walking, she's like hopping like a dog in the wheat, but just like leaving like water vapor pockets the whole way along.
That's adorable.
So I'm enjoying that.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm looking around trying to get bearings. And Casimir, do you know where we landed in respect to the cave that we were supposed to be going to?
He's supposed to be around here somewhere. And keep in mind that Casimir still has no clothes on. He literally just has his leather harness and his sort of leather kilt that he has on all the time, and he does not seem to be fazed by this cold weather at all. It's supposed to be around here somewhere. I don't know at the moment.
That's probably because of what tough guys wear under their kilts. Your wife's lipstick.
Wow. Is anyone? So you're all just chilling? Will all of you make a perception check for me, please?
Oh, which one check?
Perception, please. Loershik doing what Loershik does. You're looking around, and the stillness is not really broken, but a slow breeze is moving towards you. It's not actively snowing. The snow appears to be a couple days old and has melted significantly from what it was. The sun is out. It's about midday. You're looking around, and you do see that there's a large snowdrift directly above a sort of small cave entrance that appears to be quite warm, as most of the snow around it has melted. What are you guys doing?
Rep is going to point to the cave entrance and say, "That might be where we need to go, but either way, we should move in that direction as it is definitely warmer than where we are right now."
When we yeeted, I apparently stumbled and fell face first into the snow. So I pull myself up, and as Rep is saying this, and say, yes, I think we should go somewhere warmer. I agree.
And you could definitely tell that it's definitely warmer you recognize this Lurshik as one of the places that was one of your options to leave your original home. This is a direct link to where you're from.
I make no indication as such.
Obviously.
I just start leading the way as if I already know that it's safe and that I'm not phased by how scary a cave might appear to others.
Fair. Evie, your cat appears to be moving in a different direction than Loershik. But not far from you. Obviously, a little kitten like that is not going to move very fast. So,
I would attempt to call her over, but not only is she a cat, she is a magic cat, so she's not really listening.
not a biggie.
So I'm gonna go run after her and try to just scoop her up and see. She like struggle like in the other direction, or is she
No, the second you pick her up, she immediately starts purring.
just being a kitten?
She immediately
Okay.
starts purring and sort of like tries to claw you, but is not really enjoying it. She's like, she's not struggling hard. She's just like, I don't want to do this, but yeah, you're warm. Whatever.
I just pick her up and put her in my cloak and trudge back to catch up with everyone else.
Okay, it takes you a little bit to get back to them, but you're able to follow them. You guys reach the cave entrance, and the heat coming from the cave entrance is quite significant. It smells a little bit of sulfur. Only a tinge, though. What are you guys doing?
Looking through the cave entrance to see the crate of supplies that we're supposedly looking for.
Make a survival check for me, please. The pallet and crate that's supposed to be there is not there. And there is something that says that it used to be there, but it is no longer there.
Since I have like a little better vision, can I check to see if there's any indication of like if it was drug away or
That's a
if it was
survival check, please.
something
and
like
thank
that?
you. Okay. Yes, it was absolutely drug away.
Anything else?
It was dragged away by a person with this height and weight and at this speed.
It was actually drug away by a lot of creatures. No, actually, that's exactly what I like. A 27. Holy shit. You could tell that
Don't want to waste it.
it was drug away by goblins. Goblins and other greenskins.
I'm
And
gonna like look at the.
not a couple. About 40.
I'm like crouched down at the area surrounding, and like even if it's far away, I'm just kind of like looking with long vision and asking if I'll just ask everyone, does anyone have any experience with goblins?
Can I tell if the drag marks are headed further into the cave
They
or
are.
out of the cave?
You might not.
Do you want me to do a survival check or anything to determine that?
I assumed if you did you show them Evie, or are you just
Yeah, I like any information we got off of the survival check for what's happened to the crate, relay all of that.
Fair.
I respond to Evie. Yeah, the greedy little assholes probably just brought them deeper in.
We should
Does
go
it-
after them.
Does it look like the crate was dragged further into the cave?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty, well, I guess we're doing a little spelunking.
Evie, since you seem so adept with tracking and you have the night vision, would you mind leading the way?
Objection relevance. Yeah, no, I'll go ahead. And
Wow.
I messed it up. The
I
night vision has no effect on my survival
Not at all.
check. So
I assume the cave is fairly dark, not well lit
Yes,
at this
Yeah.
point.
that's the
Yeah.
point. Is the
yeah,
fact
no,
that
I
you
know.
can see and he cannot.
I was shitting on myself, not on you.
I'm
A plus
not
7 to
guys,
survival
but
pretty
I'm
nice,
gonna
though.
throw my hood up, just to be clear.
Fair.
um,
Okay.
I'll go in front, but Kindle's gonna go like slightly ahead of me. So
Okay.
it's like a little ball of light in front of me as well. I can see further than her, but
Actually,
just a
you can
little.
see through her eyes
Oh, true.
with your own vision.
I'm not sending her into the cave. She is not, what is your dog's name? Defender.
Defender.
We're not sending Kindle into the depths of the cave.
I mean, in fairness, Defender's made of much hardier stuff than a kitten. So
We're gonna
Pretty
send
sure.
Kendall into the sea with fireworks strapped to her back.
I think Kindle is immortal, actually.
Yes, but you can only summon her back every so often.
Right. Like I'd be really sad, but if it's an emergency, we can do a little sacrificial temporary some.
we've got plenty of minions to sacrifice here, right? We've got psychic minions from Vidar. We've got, um, I mean, we have Laura Chick.
Whenever
We've got
Lorishik's
Defender.
egg hatches, we might have a little obsidian lizard.
If that turns out to be an ancient black dragon, I'm going to be upset. I think, but
Upset? We'd have like an excellent mode of transportation.
it's going to call Laura Chick Mama once and then figure out that was wrong and then get pissed.
Fair. With that, I think we're gonna go on our 15-minute break as they enter the caves. And we will see you guys in 15 minutes. All right, everyone, get drinks, figure your stuff out. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Uh oh. Okay, we are here.
Timing.
Okay, I thought I was lagged real
Okay.
hard for a second. All right, see you in 15 minutes. Hey everybody, hope your 15-minute break was great. Mine was okay. I still have to prep a few things, so give me a second. Okay, so you're entering this cave, and it's actually quite warm. What are you guys doing first? I need a marching order, please.
Pretty sure it was Kindle.
You are unhearable. I don't know what
Hearable.
the word is for that.
Am I still unhearable?
You sound like you're in a fish tank.
How about now?
A little bit better.
Is this good?
Can you talk directly into the
That
camera?
I'm trying to. I'm literally pointing my face right at it.
It's
Is
more
that
of a just a test to see if like that's the mic that's using it, or if it's one that's like on the floor that you don't realize, or headphones
I
maybe.
mean, give me 1 second here.
I want to be in the middle of the pack to answer your question there,
Yep.
DM.
Two.
We can hear you now.
Okay.
I'd probably be in the back, kind of slowly scouting things out as we go.
Fair.
Yeah, so I believe Kindle was in front, followed by Evie, followed by Lurchik. So probably them, followed by Rep Rep, Casimir, and Vidar. I would guess.
I have not made a Kindle token yet. So, that being
I'll
said,
send you a picture for next time.
if you want to send one to me now, I can rip one out real quick. Um, there's just a couple more that I need to make real quick. Okay. Are you guys prepping this with stealth? What's your plan? What's your plan exactly?
Yeah, I'm going to be stealth just because of the fact that Evie was talking about there being 40 of them.
Fair.
I feel like I fit in, and what you can probably see of me with my hood up is probably just my lizard nose pointy part. So I probably fit in, and
A little bit.
I
Yeah.
just kind of walk casually.
Give me 1 second. Um, if anyone would like if anyone would like to make a nature check for me, please and thank you. Wait, +0. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There might be something up with Vidar's character sheet though, because there seems to be other issues.
I should have a +0 in nature, I think.
Oh, okay.
What's your wisdom modifier is more than 0 though, right? Or is nature is wisdom, not intelligence, right? Or is it? I
It
think
says, it
It's
says intelligence.
intelligence.
how we don't ever roll nature rolls in any of the other campaigns, so I don't know. I didn't know that. Okay. You all know, except for Vidar. Vidar is just unaware, just as a whole.
Focus on sneaking.
Yeah. You all know that goblins and orcs haven't been around in this area for many years.
Same with like goblin adjacent species like bugbears, things like that.
Goblinoids and orcs, no, not at all.
Okay.
So when you're entering the cave, you do smell the smell of burning flesh. Meat of some sort.
The word chick. There is meat.
Can I tell if this is good meat or meat of a carcass that was not meant for consumption?
If you'd like to make a survival check for me at
Is there a
advantage.
difference between a cow that's like burning in a field versus like a cow that was being cooked? Like you can't
Yeah, like fleshy
can't
There
smell,
is.
burning hair versus like spiced
someone
meat.
cooked it. Okay.
Yes, there's a
Just checking in.
difference. Yes, and this does not smell like burning hair or anything like this. It smells like something being cooked.
It smells like cave meat to me.
It doesn't smell like something that you would expect an orc to make. It smells really good. Orcs are not usually that particular with their seasoning.
Why would I assume orc at this point? Did I miss some context?
Because Evie noticed that they are definitely orcish and goblinoid.
I was actually unaware that goblins were orcs.
Oh, goblins and orcs are separate, but there are footprints of at least 40 things that range from orcish to goblinoid.
It smells like meat that's being strangely well prepared for this current environment. I think we should go find where it's at.
Maybe they have a personal chef.
It is most likely that one of the goblins figured out how to cook, and the rest of them are bullying that goblin into cooking. Goblins are easy to bully.
That is true. All right. Make a perception check real quick. I'm going to transfer us over to the active scene.
Oh. Well done.
Dang. There's the Vidar perception check. Why am I surprised by this? I'm not. That's
You've
yeah.
been rolling good all night, Spooky. Just relax. Leave it. Let Vidar have his moment.
He has a +9.
He does. He has expertise.
We both rolled nat 20s. We both crit. Doesn't matter how much we crit for.
I mean, I rolled a 29, and Spooky rolled something other than a 1, so it's
fair.
both great.
Both of
Yeah,
you,
that's where I'm at. Let's throw a party.
both of you could definitely tell that the smell of cooking flesh is coming from a great distance within the cave. As well, you could definitely tell that there is something else. Just from your smell and like a little bit of sight, shows that a lot of these rock faces are humid and they have a form of lichen on them. And a lot of that on the upper areas of the cave has been scraped away by some sort of hard object. There is something else in the cave that is much larger than an orc or goblin.
Looks
Sorry,
like we
you were
might
you were
have some
saying
big
lichens.
Oh, did
You
I
were saying
lag? I lagged. There is something much larger in the cave than a goblin or orc.
and you were saying it looked like lichen on the wall had been scraped off by something
By
hard.
a hard object, yes.
Okay.
And just to be clear, I should only see my token and nothing but black around me, right? So I'm just perceiving this with...
Vision issues every time. Okay, I'm gonna delete that, and I'm going to fix that right now.
Okay, so my guy just died. Should I roll a new character?
Yep. You have to start from the beginning because you're stuck. Lowershik is dead. I'm just kidding.
Is the scraped lichen like intentionally scraped like for used for something, or kind of just like something large is walking through and
Something
bumping
large
against
is
it?
walking through and bumping it. How is that, Lowershik? Does anyone else not have vision? Of course he doesn't have vision.
I also don't have vision. Now I do.
Well, give me a second.
Vision is for closers.
Vidar doesn't. Why are you guys all missing your vision? Why is there no vision to be had?
Have you seen some of her perception checks?
Fair. That's 100% fair. All right, there's 2 Vidars. One of them has vision. What? Evie has vision. Okay. Yeah, normally they are at the start of the stream. Okay. So yes, there's something much larger in this cave than you would expect.
As sneakily as I can, I kind of get everybody's attention and kind of point out the high scratch marks on the lichen without making too much noise to not try to not draw attention to ourselves if there's something big in here.
Okay. All
Some
right.
kind of tunneling creature.
Okay. And if you're going to be stealthy, I require you to please make a stealth check.
This might be a stupid question, but other than like Vidar who gets like extra stuff from being stealthy, what's the benefit of this sounds stupid, I'm aware, but what's the benefit of stealth in the terms of this?
Essentially, when the first round happens, if you're stealth and they're unaware of your presence, they don't get to act, and you do. For at least one turn.
I try.
Let's see what our boy gets. A 10. For having a +8 in stealth.
Casimir has a +8 in stealth?
No, your boy, Vidar, has an 8 in stealth.
I was gonna say there's
Oh,
no
wow.
way Casimir has a +8 in
No, he's a
stealth.
+2.
Yeah, no, I was also surprised.
I mean, a 16's not terrible.
It's not necessarily that great either.
And I changed it to a +8. Previous weeks it was a +11, but I don't think I have expertise in stealth.
Are you sure?
I don't think so. It was marked as not even having proficiency, and I bumped it up to proficient to get the +8. It
Hold
should be a
on.
plus.
Let me
Previous
check.
weeks it was a +11.
Let me check that. Collections, campaigns. I would like your characters to work as like the #1 priority at the moment. So, that being said, you have expertise in stealth. It should be 11.
Okay, then it's a 19.
All right, and I'm going to ask you to go a little bit slow on your approach.
Am I sneaking up alone because I'm the sneaky one?
Sure. It's up to you guys.
Or we could send Defender in to scout.
Oh. Send in the puppy.
I just walk in. I'm not stealth, so I'm not. The game is paused, so I can't do anything. By the way.
My bad. Go ahead. Sorry. I'm bad. I'm bad sometimes.
I just walk into like right about here.
Okay.
Maybe I
Wait,
could
where
go
did you
up
go?
a little bit more.
The heck?
Wait, is that out of the cave or?
Yeah, you're walking.
Which
Yeah,
out of the cave.
the inn is the other way.
In
my
is
gosh.
southeast.
I'm sorry. La. I walk into about right here.
Okay.
Lorishik does the most unstealthy dodge roll into the snow. And then is like, oh wait, it's that way.
Poorly
And then just
programmed
walks into
beats
the
eye.
You say you're more than meets
Yeah.
the eye? What? Robots in disguise?
Poorly programmed NPC AI.
Oh, fair.
Why is my vision so small?
I don't know.
Oh wait, there's a corner. There's
Yeah, it
mine.
was
I
a
don't want
there's a choke right there. Is what it
to. I
is.
gotcha.
I don't want to
I'm
tell you something and fuck it up. All right.
I'm gonna move one more square forward, just with the intent of keeping 5 feet between me and the.
I'm gonna stealthy dodge roll behind the. Oh,
Rep is going to turn around and look at Casimir and just wave him along.
He'll
Most
be
people don't
there. You
think
got to
he
give me a
understands
second.
stealth. He's still learning.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll be there. I promise you. I am managing things at the moment, so I'm working on it. Select file.
Is the
I
area where
believe
Casimir
the-
is that where the crates we were expecting them to be, or is that actually outside the cave?
The crate was supposed to be directly in the entrance where Defender is right now.
Gotcha.
I did not fully have my tokens prepped, so. Okay. Yeah. Evie
Okay.
sees it.
Hey guys. I would like very quietly with like hand motions, just like point down the cave, and like motion that we should stay near the wall for a second or something. That there are, I see two, I think they're orcs and one goblin.
Oh no, you see way more than that.
Oh, well.
I walk
had
towards
not
them.
fully added them yet. Okay.
I still don't
they're
see anything. I
chittering.
assume
They're
I can't-
chittering away in their language, in their greenskin language.
I'm gonna go to the corner of this side.
Let me zoom in real quick. All at once, they turn to you. They look confused for a second. What do you do?
I raise my hand and just say hello in Draconic. See if they understand me.
They look at each other. Does anyone speak Orcish? Or
Nope.
Goblin?
I say hello in common.
So no one speaks Orcish or Goblin? Interesting.
Undercommon or
No. Nope.
Okay.
This one
I
sort of
speak
approaches you and goes,
Abyssal and Vidalcan. I get down one knee because I assume it's much shorter than
much
me.
shorter.
And I just kind of make this gesture and I say hello in common again, and then in Abyssal and Vidalcan, and see if it picks up on any of it.
Not at all.
I handed a piece of beef jerky.
It takes it and it just smells it and it like hands it back to you.
I just take it.
And one of the orcs just nods at him and he pulls out a knife.
I just kind of put my hands up like this to show that like I'm not intending any harm.
He sort of points
just kinda
behind
shake
you
my
and he's
head.
like,
I say, hey Callum.
yeah, right.
You don't
What?
by chance
What's
speak Orcish?
I do.
you?
Actually,
Oh. Can you tell me what they're saying?
he's telling you to get your friends out so they can eat you.
Oh.
Get your friends to come out from behind you so they can eat them.
Oh. How do I say no thank you?
You smash his fucking little face in. That's what you do. They respond only to violence. They're a bunch of little fucks. Just do it.
Okay. I punched the little thing in the face.
Okay, go and roll me a strength plus proficiency. What's your proficiency bonus? It's +3. So go ahead and make me a strength roll plus actually just do an athletics check because that's the closest thing to unarmed. Wait, you don't have an unarmed skill or?
You probably should because everybody has unarmed strike, I think.
Oh yeah, unarmed strike in your I want to test something. Could you do me a double favor? Do me a favor and double right click on that goblin token in front of you. Okay.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and roll your unarmed check, please. I want to see if it does this. Other systems automatically figure out if you hit or miss, and I'm curious to see if it does it in this one.
I don't. When I click in the action, I don't see any unarmed anything.
Inventory. In your inventory, there's
Oh,
one
I
that says
see. Got
unarmed
it.
strike.
Attack normal.
Normal.
Was it expecting me to punch it in the face?
Oh my god.
I think I punched it in the face.
Go. I don't know if it. I'm gonna say it doubles the damage. What's the damage on your unarmed strike is 5. You killed this goblin. Just straight. You punch. You do 5. He does 5
Can I roll
damage.
critical damage anyway? Because
Well, it only does. You don't have an unarmed attack besides your bite that does dice. Regular unarmed strikes, if you're not a monk or have claws, only do only do your strength bonus and damage. That's the only thing they do.
His strength bonus is 5, so that makes perfect sense.
But unarmed strike gets, according to this, it says it gets 1 plus mod, which would be 5, plus bonus, which would be situational. Right? That's what the formula is showing me right now.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if I click damage, it says 1 plus mod plus bonus.
Okay.
So that would be 6, which is more than that, which means you double kill him.
Yeah. He only has 7 health. So this guy gets punched all the way back into his friends, and he's just immediately dead.
Ooh, and I just I put my hands over my mouth, like,
And
just look off into the cave.
all the orcs immediately pull their great axes.
Oh,
The goblins start pulling out short bows and loading
I
them.
knew this was gonna
I need
happen.
everyone to add themselves to combat, please.
You just charge into every situation with your fist or your stomach.
No, he was
No
speaking
active combat.
goblinoid, Fred. He was speaking goblin. Because goblins are stupid. Obviously. He walked up to a lizard man who was very clearly geared and things like that. That literally... just thinking about the visual on that made that whole thing worth it.
No
There
active
is-
I
combat.
need to make an active encounter.
Yep.
I apologize. Hold on. There you go. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Have you ever been to Build-A-Bear and like before stuffing the animal, it's like a skin?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I imagine happened, and just like the splatter all over the cave and all of his friends, and they're just holding his Build-A-Bear skin.
If there's 40 of those things in there, I just want to imagine how toasty it's going to be when we
Fireball.
inevitably get a fireball in there.
Please stand back.
I'm going to rush right in to make sure she
Hey
can do
guys,
that.
don't fight. I want to throw a fireball into a fucking cave.
Hey guys, everyone's stealthy. I'm just gonna charge into a cave full of fucking goblins.
I'm a lizard.
They're goblins. It's like charging into a house full of butterflies. It's nothing.
But the goblins to orcs, 40 of them.
Meh. I can
Big-
punch them
big
and they just
goblins.
fall away.
I'm gonna punch you.
Okay. How are we doing? Okay, so we're gonna start. Oh, I need to add my gobos and my orcs and my other guy. I need to add him to combat too. This is totally Final Fantasy like music. I love it. Steel Defender goes on your turn. Technician.
Yep.
Wow! Why are you so bad, goblins?
They're demoralized.
They're
They just
stunned
rush.
by the fact, stunned by the fact that they're holding their friend's Build-A-Bear carcass.
They just witnessed One Punch Man come in and knock their guy out.
Do I get like an intimidation bonus or something since I just like proved to them that my fist alone
sure.
can murder them?
Sure. Let's go ahead and make an intimidation check at advantage, please. Okay. We'll see if they can make Oh, a -1 wisdom saving throw. What? This guy, the fur guy in front, is fine.
He wants vengeance.
Oh my god, what? Okay, that one's not good. So this one,
Just
They're just like,
imagine
yeah,
that guy.
this goblin's just like a little bitch. Like, of course he died in one punch.
It's
the,
his,
the orcs are fine. There's one goblin that's not happy because he's the one holding
Oh.
his friend.
Stop. Stop. He's
what
like,
you
guys,
don't
what
know-
do I do with this?
Okay, so it's your turn, technician. What would you like to do?
Betrothed. I'm gonna move up first.
Okay.
That goblin right there that I have line of sight on. That one's still alive, right? That's that one.
Yep.
Okay. We are gonna heavy crossbow.
Uh-oh.
Twelve.
That's your first attack. It misses. They are
Okey
little.
doke.
They are little guys.
Yep.
That's a hit.
All right.
And he's dead. Right through his chest. He just like
And
pinned to the wall for a second, then falls down as the bolt disappears.
then we're gonna say defender, move up.
Okay. He has 40 feet of movement as well, so he was here. All right. Anything else?
I think Defender has 5 more feet of movement, right?
Yeah, he does.
40?
Yeah, it's
40 times 5 is 8 times
Yeah,
5
I think
is
you
40. I
counted the
moved
square
8.
he started on, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep. He has 5 more feet. There you go. All right, that brings us to Uidar.
I'm gonna step up into the doorway because I hear action happening.
Oh no, you watched Loershek punch that fucking dude into non-existence.
Yeah, I saw the goblin pop up on my screen for a second, and I was like, oh, well, that's gone. I could tell, obviously, that people are fighting, jump up in the doorway, and start throwing psychic blades.
Okay. Go ahead and attack.
Do I get advantage from stealth, or is that...
Oh yeah,
Sneak
they don't
attack
know
that I
that
get.
they don't know that you're there. You absolutely get advantage. Oh, yep. Oh,
And that's the big guy. Can you tell that I have that guy double
I
clicked
can.
to a target?
There's a little blue dot there that I can see that you're attacking him.
Oh, that's useful. We should do that more often. And I follow up with sneak attack.
Yeah, he just gets deleted as well. Falls down.
So yeah, I do like the whole left hand. I throw a bunch of knives at him, and then with after that guy falls over dead, I kind of do like a little tiny snap with my right hand and try to throw one at this other thing over here, whatever that is.
Okay. Against the goblin,
Yeah.
you missed.
The goblins are that wild thornberry child.
Yep. That brings us to Loershek, unless you have anything else you'd like to do, Vidar.
Nope, that's me.
Okay.
I put on my wizard hat and robe.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Of course
I-
you do.
I walk in and I assume the skull that right here means that I have intimidation on him.
Yes, he's feared. He is
That's
frightened of you.
freaking dope. I am going to beat the shit out of this one. I assume double right clicking is what selects them for
Yep.
you.
So I can see who you're
Cool.
targeting. That it actually does help me a lot, so I know who to kill. So
Sweet. I'm going to maul the fuck out of him. Or not.
Okay. You definitely miss.
I got a little too excited. I apologize.
It's the big hammer, small nail problem.
I am going to roll the old king that roll.
Okay. Go ahead and use one. Callum just... and he literally kicks your maul upward. And it smashes it right in the chin. Yeah, that goblin is...
Sorry, I was focusing the other one.
Oh, the one on the bottom?
Yeah, the one that wasn't intimidated.
Oop.
He's evolved.
What the heck?
You guys ever become so afraid that you get twice as many hit points and grow twice your size?
I'm trying to copy this guy, but it's not working. What the fuck?
Here, I'll unclick. Maybe that you have to do that.
There you go.
There you go.
That
All
one's
right.
dead. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now with my second attack, I focus guy who I have intimidation on, which I lost intimidation because you copied. But I'm gonna maul him. I have intimidation on him though.
I would give you advantage. So if you want to roll again, well, I don't know. Hold
okay.
on. Let me see how frightened. So I think they have. Wow, if I could spell frightened right, that would be great. Has disadvantage on ability checks while the source and attack rolls. Okay, so he can't move closer to you. He can't willingly move closer to you. He's disadvantage on attack rolls and other stuff while you're in range of his in range of him. So it does not give you any bonuses. It just gives him a whole lot of negatives. You do miss him because he's a little guy.
All right. So for my bonus action, then I am going to Hungry Jaws.
Okay.
How do I roll attack for Hungry Jaws? A bite attack. Got it. All right.
That's a hit. That's
And
a
I get
dead
3
goblin.
HP. Temp HP,
You
right?
grab him by his head and you're like, "Ah," and it just, his little body shakes. Like a little doll.
Love it. Can I use my remaining movement to step closer to the...
Of course.
Actually, I stay here. I stay here.
Okay.
Actually, no. I move one closer.
'Kay.
There we go.
Okay. That brings us to Evie. What would you like to do?
Got a measure now.
You know that he moved one step closer just to purposely block your fireball.
I literally actually do know that. And I was
I
like,
moved one step closer for Sentinel. You jerk.
was kind of stoked that I might get to, but I'm pretty sure if it's a radius, so like I don't know that I
drop a nuke in a cave. Why would you do that?
It's contained to 20-foot radius. It's only gonna like drop shit in that ditch over there.
It's
That
a
was
small
supposed- that's supposed-
tactical nuke.
That was supposed to be walls. I forgot to add them. I apologize. So.
All right, well I'm gonna move
Worst-
up.
Worst case scenario, we have a healer with us. If he dies and we have to
I
heal him a
forgot-
little bit, it's
I forgot
fine.
that Casimir was here.
Fine, I didn't want to fireball anyway.
He'll go on the next turn. I'm not worried about it.
Does Casimir want to move up and punch somebody to death too, or
No, he's slow for some reason. I don't know. No, I'm.
it's the cold, right?
Yeah, it's the cold.
He forgot his lipstick.
He did. Evie.
Chaos Bolt this guy at 2nd level. 2. In my temporary frustration of not wanting to press Blue Airship or destroy the cave, I like half-assedly slip a Chaos Bolt in that direction that like half misses Blue Airship, half misses the guy. Was unclear who my target was.
Yep.
And that's it.
All right. First things first. Let me move additional forces that heard you.
Meanwhile, there's a defender dressed as a honey badger next to you that just kind of looks up at you. Arf?
And then, let's just go ahead and move this whole group at the same time. Oh, that one's in a wall, so let's move them out. Okay. Let's zoom out a bit so people can see the situation getting worse. Oh, they do have javelins. We have one javelin. How far are you from? In range, in range, in range. Oops. In range. In range. Okay. Oh, nope, she's in range. So those two are going to go after her, and then the other three are going to go after Loershik. These three are going to take dash actions to get to the action quicker and get here. Okay. These two are going to swing on Loershik. What's your AC, Loershik?
16.
Miss and hit. Take 9 points of slashing damage. These two are going to throw their one javelin at Evie. What's your AC, Evie?
13.
They both miss you. Of course they do. These three are going to toss javelins at Loershik. A miss, and a miss. So they are out of javelins. And then now, I need to make one more perception check. And not good at all. Okay. Oh, they each individually need to make. That one hurt you. So it's going to go at the end of the turn. Okay. So that's it for them. The little gobos are slow as fuck. Actually, no, they're 30 feet, but they are going to group up and take dash actions to get to the fight. They're going to come around this corner. And then at the end of the turn, these guys are going to add themselves. And they will be going then. Okay, we'll bring it back up to the top of the turn order. And Casimir is going to take a dash action to move up to next to Loershik. So that's what he's doing this turn. And his bonus action is going to be going to Rage.
Does Tactician not going to go first because he's actually top of the order?
Say again? Oh, well, Casimir was supposed to go. He went at the very end after the goblins went. I forgot him. I forgot he was there, to be honest with you. Okay.
Poor Casimir.
Yep. Technician.
Right. Yeah, okay, I see what we're going to do. Okay. Technician is going to cast Fairy Fire targeted at. Oh, can I hang on a second? So double clicking.
Double right click.
Double right click. Okay. Is that showing up targeted by orange now?
It is.
All right. So we are going to Fairy Fire that guy and then 20 feet cube back.
Oh dang. And can you cast it real quick so I can read it to make sure I'm getting it? So it's everybody everybody but these guys on the bottom. 20-foot cube is 20 foot on one side. So if you place measured template, that would be the better thing to do at the moment. Oh, okay. Wrong one. Let me select these guys. They all failed but one! The one you're targeting!
He's the only one that made
He's
it?
the only one that made it!
That's great.
Literally,
I love that.
7, 6, 7, 9, 11, 11, 10. And then he rolled a fucking 20, he rolled a nat 20.
Wow. All right.
They all shed a dim light out to 10 feet, which doesn't really
Blue.
matter.
Yeah. They're all going to be outlined in blue.
Okay,
And for everybody else, you now have advantage on everybody except for the one that's about to die. Defender, attack, and Rep is going to point at the exact same one he just targeted.
okay.
And Defender's going to attack.
Go ahead and attack, Defender. That's a miss.
Is it too late for me to Return of the Old King there?
Sure.
Okay.
It does say in the text that you can use it after.
Oh, it does. That's right. Okay. How do I actually do that from here?
You have to go onto your own character.
I
And then
I am. Yeah.
On features.
It's on features. That's true, Fred. The dice are very rarely on my side, to be honest.
Okay, and so I'm just going to re-roll that.
Yep, roll it again. Oh.
Right. So it looks like we're not doing that then.
No, you're not. You have nothing else to do, right? I think that's it.
No, I don't have anything else to do. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Casimir's turn. He's going to move around to the back here so that he gives a flanking bonus to him and Larshik. And he's about to smash this guy on the bottom here. You can see a little white dot on there. Let's go. He's going to use his great axe. He has to attack twice because... Oh, that's a crit. And it only does 11 damage with 3d12 plus 5. 11 damage at 3d12 plus 5. This is so good. He does kill it. He does kill him, but I'm fine. Okay. That brings us to Vidar.
I'm going to go charging into the room. Because I couldn't see anything from back there.
Fair.
And from here, I'm going to see everybody kind of looking over to the left, and I see the ones over to the right. So as I come around the corner, I start throwing knives that direction.
Yeet. Hit. Okay, they were unaware of your presence, so technically you would have had advantage. I would have let you have that.
So does that mean I get my sneak attack on that one?
Yes, you do, and you need it. Well, he's gonna die with the minimum damage, so yeah, yep. The second attack.
Going at that one.
Okay. That's a hit. It's
In
one-
fairness, I just kind of yeeted around the corner.
True. True. Anything else? Vidar comes
Nope.
around the corner, just throwing daggers everywhere. That brings us to Loershik.
I am going to use Fighting Spirit.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack with my maul on this loser.
Advantage. That's a hit. That's a dead boy.
I move towards this guy right here, and actually I move towards this guy, and I attack this one, my maul, with
Okay.
advantage, right? Because of
Yep,
marking?
because you're fighting. Well, your fighting spirit also works there. It's still fighting spirit. So,
Got it.
so which one are you hitting? Can you target it for me,
The
please?
one that
Oh yeah.
I did. It's
Okay.
probably underneath the thing.
Gonna roll damage. Oh yeah.
The bludgeoning damage. Sorry, the bonus damage just kills it, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The soundtrack for most of this fight is just
Cool. I take a step closer to Steel Defender, and I end my turn.
Okay. Perfect. That brings us to Evie.
Because I don't want to set the cave on fire, I am gonna cast Fireball, but I'm going to use Meta Magic Transmuted spell to turn it into lightning. What do I know if orcs and goblins are resistant or immune to something?
Generally speaking, no. They're not nothing. They're not
Alright.
They're not elemental in nature in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, well here is
Can you
this.
place there you go. Now place the template, please. Oh. Okay.
That wasn't
If you'd like
quite.
to, well, here. You want it like there?
Yeah, that doesn't hit any like defender or Loarshik, right?
Nope.
And then I will use this.
And to turn it into lightning?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that it,
giant
like-
ball lightning spins up from your hand and lands, and then I'm going to do an insane amount of dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, will you roll damage for me, please?
How many?
Just
One,
roll
two, three.
one. Just roll one. Just
Oh.
click the damage. So the two orcs in the back have one hit point. Everyone else. Everyone else is dead.
I'm gonna just.
And they're basically singed. They're all black, like.
Excellent.
so. Out of curiosity, has this changed the aroma of the cave in any way? Does it still smell like delicious cooked meats, or does
No,
it maybe
it now
smell
smells like burnt
ionized
hair.
with a little bit of crapped pants of goblin?
Oh yeah, no, burnt hair, crapped pants, ionization, everything, all the smells.
Build-A-Bear skins.
Yeah, everywhere. Anything else?
No, everything is so ranged that I don't really want to move. I don't see anything up. Like, nothing's been alerted closer, right? So,
Nope, not yet.
yeah. Yep. I'm okay right here then.
All right, so Casimir is about to take 3. out.
I rolled 3 1s in that.
What?
I rolled 3 1s on that.
Yeah.
I just checked the dice.
That was not a very good roll. Well, it was average. It was about average. Okay. So, Loer Schick. Defender's thing only triggers once, right? So, Defender's gonna take 2. And then
Let me
Loer Schick's
double check.
Okay. Either way, Casimir is about to get blown up. Well, at least they're going to try to blow him up. They're not going to do very much.
So deflect attack is an action because he attacked. He can't action.
And so is it?
So if you were going to, well, it's an action he takes as a reaction, but he has to take the action.
Okay.
So because he attacked, he's not deflecting.
No,
so if you were going to attack 3 times, attack 3 times.
No. Hold on. Reactions can always be taken regardless.
So
you always get 1 action, 1 reaction, 1 bonus action. Period. You always.
So the way I understand the Steel Defender is that the Steel Defender automatically will do deflect attack if he's not given another command, because in order to do deflect attack, his action is to deflect an attack, which allows him to use his reaction once to deflect the attack.
No, all characters take reactions. Period. Everyone can always take reactions, unless.
In that case, it's just that's his reaction. Then it's his automatic reaction.
Because he is a defender, he's going to automatically. If you don't give him any commands, he will automatically deflect attack and as well defend himself. He'll take a dodge action. That's his default. Otherwise.
Okay, so the only other thing there. The attack has to be something against something other than defender.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first 2 are going to be coming at defender, but then the ones that are coming at Loershik, you can use deflect attack.
When they both attack defender, you said 2 are attacking defender?
Yep.
I make maul attacks on both of them using sentinel attack.
I think sentinel attack is reaction, right? Or is it?
Right. So when the target, someone within 5.
Yep. You can make a weapon attack against the attacking creature. One of them, not both of them, just one of them.
It doesn't. Is that what 1 reaction means? Is
yes,
it 1 reaction?
You only get 1 reaction.
Okay.
You can only do it to 1 person.
Can you highlight which ones are specifically attacking him?
This one and this one.
Is there one to defender's left in the wall?
No, it's just these 2 right here. See the ones with the white dots on the
left?
I
see. Okay, got it.
Those are the ones I'm targeting.
Okay.
And then these 2 are attacking you.
Heard.
To your right.
I will do my reaction on this one over here.
Let me do Casimir real quick. I just rolled more damage with a single swing, non-crit, than I did with a crit. So 26, 41 divided by 2 is 20. Okay, so Casimir takes 20 damage total. Okay. So we're gonna do the attacks against defender first.
Got it.
What's defender's AC?
15.
Okay, 15. First attack. Would you like to attack this one, Lorishik?
I want to attack this one, yeah.
Okay.
If that's the one that's attacking.
Yep. Go ahead. That's a hit. Okay, takes 9 damage. What a bad roll. Okay, and then he missed, so this one hits defender, and defender takes 14 points of damage. He's at 1 HP. Okay, so now the 2 that are attacking Loershik. One of the first one gets disadvantage, right, then?
Yeah,
okay.
I impose disadvantage with deflect.
He rolled a 19 with a disadvantage. And then the second one is normal, and he rolled an 18. Wow. 4 damage! Okay, so you take 8, you take 4, and then you take 14 from the second attack. So the first disadvantage attack was 4 damage, minimum damage. Love that. Love that. Okay, the ones in the back are out of javelins, so they can't do anything. The Etten. Okay. This guy gets to move 40 feet. And since he's bigger than you, he can move down as far as he wants. So here he comes. He's got 2 heads. And then this one is also going to dash action. He's going to dash action to go right. Stop it. He's going to go right here.
No one. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Just need to make sure the observer can see everything well, which it can. I'm just recentering it a bit. These 2 gobos are going to shoot at Technician with their little short bows. Nope. And what's your AC? 19.
19.
Yeah, then no way. I don't think it. They'd be hard pressed to do that. Oh yeah, the Ettins need to actually do something.
Did I zone out and everyone like Vidar and me and Evie forgot our turns?
No. What are you talking about?
No.
Oh,
It's still monster's turn.
Because I only did a reaction to
Yeah.
them attacking.
Evie,
Yeah, it's still the monster's turn, though, isn't
it
it?
is. Yeah.
Okay. In an attempt to
Did you have anything else other than the fireball you wanted to do? I forgot to ask you. I apologize.
no, I said that I was good.
Okay.
Because I said that all my attacks are ranged and I was fine for the moment.
No, there's
So-
just so many orcs that I have to deal with so many that it's taking a while. I apologize. That's why I wanted to make sure you didn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So like we haven't gone back through
No, we
again.
haven't gone back through yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Okay,
Then-
I see what happened here. What I said was it's the monster's turns, not it's still monster's turn.
okay, I heard it. Yeah, I heard it's still monster's
It is.
turn.
It is the
Yeah.
enemy's turn at the moment.
That's what I meant. Yes, that one.
So Casimir is going to take a battle axe swing, and then Loershik is going to make is going to be attacked by a Morning Star. Oh no.
So did Defender respond to the attacks on me?
He did. He
Yes.
gave one of them a disadvantage, and it did 4 damage to you. I literally rolled 19 on disadvantage to hit you, and then I rolled a regular, just a 1 to do damage to you. That was incredible. Okay, Casimir only takes 11 damage because he's a shitter. What's your AC, Lorshik?
16.
Okay, you do get hit with the Morning Star for 9 damage. 2d8 plus 5, and I do 9 damage. 9, 2d8 plus 5 for 9 damage. I'm not angry at all right now with my people's inability to like succeed. You know, I'm fine. It's fine. Technician, it's your turn.
How much does a goblin weigh? Is it less than 5 pounds? It's not less than 5 pounds.
I don't know. It. Oh yeah, no. They're like 20 or 30 pounds. No, you can't yeet a dead goblin.
I just wanted to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Okay. One sec.
Okay.
All right, so we are going to let's see here. So it's a whole action the next time I hit a. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna crossbow, crossbow with all the crossbow. Um, yeah, we are. We're gonna crossbow this guy.
Okay. Who are you crossbowing?
I have him targeted. It's the orc that's directly in front of defender,
Okay.
and that's a crit.
That's probably a dead guy. We'll see. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay, second attack.
Okay. That's a hit. 11. That's a lot of damage.
Are you still alive?
He is.
Okay. Um. Okay, and then for bonus action, we're gonna command defender to repair himself.
Okay. Wow, the low roll feels, man. Okay.
Beats being dead. That's it. Can't do anything else. I could move, but I'm not gonna.
All right. Casimir, seeing the big motherfucker behind him, he's just gonna go ham on the big guy. And since Loershik is on the other side of him, he's not going to need to do reckless attack. That's a hit, and oh my god, nat 20 on Casimir. Okay, Casimir, don't fucking roll shitty this time. That's still really bad. 37 points of damage total. He's gonna take a bonus action to no, he's not gonna take a bonus action. He's gonna keep his tail. Okay. He has a tail, by the way. He has a big scaly tail. Let's go ahead and go Vidar.
I'm going to start by attacking the other one.
The other Gobbo.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's a hit. Oh, yep, that's dead. He's dead.
And then with the bonus, attack that first one again.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's a hit. And he's dead.
So that's a matter of I attacked him, didn't realize he didn't die, switched targets, and then went, oh yeah, forgot about you. Am I in melee range of that Etten?
You very much are.
So if I back up, is that an opportunity attack or?
Oh, actually, no. His Morning Star does not have reach. And nor
Technically
does
back
he have
up?
long arms. So if you would like to back up, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah. I kill off those goblins and see things charging in and kind of take a step back.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Okay, that takes us to Lorshik.
I start by using Fighting Spirit.
Obviously.
I did not take my hit points from last time, but I'll call that my fault. Then I attack this dude again.
Okay.
with my maul.
That's a hit. That's a dead orc.
And then I attack this guy.
Okay. That's a hit. That's another dead orc.
And then I use...
You're supposed to have advantage on both of those, but it's fine.
Oh.
You did.
And then
you
I
did do it.
use Action Surge.
Okay.
And I swing on Big Boy.
2 times. At advantage. That's a hit. Oh my gourd. Okay. That's another hit. Oh my god, your damage, bro. 17 is max. You did as much damage as a Raging Casimir, and he fucking crit once. Jesus. Anything else?
Imagine rolling higher than 2.
I don't do anything else.
Okay. That takes us to Evie. What would you like to do?
I feel like I just want to attempt to pick off the orcs if I possibly can, so I'll
Okay.
do basically the same thing as last time.
You gonna fireball in that same place again?
Yes.
Go ahead and place the template, and then we'll move it.
I want, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it gets all of them.
Dope.
Except for the one below Casimir, obviously. Are you kidding me?
Damage.
Yeah. Oh, no, that doesn't matter. That kills all of them. It's enough damage that they'll die anyway. Fire.
I'm thinking-
Is it fire this time?
No, sorry. I will do that one for cold to try and like not make any more bad smells.
They all just instantly freeze into
Just-
solid objects.
Some dead meat for later on ice.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna put out this boy and make this guy the target.
Okay.
He can go. Yeah, I mean, maybe back him up a tiny bit into like that little crevice.
Back here?
No, sorry.
Right here?
Yeah, here. Yeah,
Right here?
yeah.
Okay.
Just to be confirmed, Evie, you can see the other guy in the hallway, right?
No.
This guy down
Okay,
here?
Neither can I. Yeah. I thought Evie would be able to because she saw before.
Yeah, you can.
Right?
I'm looking through your character's eyes right now. You can see down here. Did you zoom
Oh,
out?
Yeah, I did. Can I target him instead? I didn't see him.
Yes, please.
Thanks.
I was gonna say,
I
I
just-
think you're just not zoomed out enough.
Yeah, no, I was absolutely not.
Okay.
Thanks.
That brings us to the last remaining orc alive. He's gonna try and do some stupid shit. Okay. He does some damage to Casimir. Okay. That's he has no bros left. The Etin. Etins will go now. They're gonna go both attacks. This one's gonna go both attacks onto Lorshik. So if Defender would like to impose disadvantage, I need you to choose which weapon to do disadvantage on, the Battle Axe or the Morning Star.
We're gonna go with the battle axe.
Okay. That's a nat 1. He misses. And he misses with his Morning Star as well, because he's...
Callum jumps into his body.
I want to get fucked. This one is going to go ham on that wolf. What's the wolf's AC? The wolf is real, right? It's not...
The wolf only have like 3 hit points.
No, it's got the stats of a dire wolf.
I thought that it died off really, really quick during the Banshee fight.
That's because it got reduced to 0 hit points. It also appears with the number of temporary hit points equal to half your sorcerer level. So, yeah, it's real. Okay. Let's swing away, I guess. If I could roll and hit stuff, that'd be cool. There are no gobos left. Technician.
Casimir.
Yes.
No, Casimir. Isn't Casimir before technician in
No.
the turn order right now? or
No. No. We're going on
Okay.
the normal order as you first.
Gotcha. Should probably still get rid of that at work, so we're gonna. $18?
18 hit. The orc, yeah, 18 hits.
Yeah. 15.
15 damage.
Yep.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a dead orc. Full to death.
All right.
1 hit.
Second attack on the Etzen.
That's a hit.
13.
Okay. Anything else? Defender?
We are going to tell Defender to attack as well on that Etzen.
Go ahead. He's so bad at attacking. He misses.
Yeah, that's it then.
Defender's just nipping at the Etten's ankles.
Very much so.
An ankle biting honey badger. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else.
Okay. That brings us to me not having what I need. Okay. That brings us to Casimir. Casimir is going to take a reckless attack at this guy because there's no one else to attack at the moment that he can see. It's a hit. And Casimir runs up to him and jumps up and chops one of his arms off. And he falls down dead. And then Casimir's going to run down this way. And that's his turn. Vidar!
Vidar's going to run a little bit into the room just to get a better angle, even though he technically could have hit from before. And just start throwing knives at the thing.
That's a hit.
And because the wolf counts as somebody else in melee range, so I still get to do a sneak
Absolutely
attack,
is an ally in melee range, so you get sneak attack damage. And you... Brilliant. Okay. So that's 15 on the first one. And that's a crit. Let's go. 10 damage. It's really pretty good for 2d4 plus. Damn. Okay.
Is it though?
Yeah. It's about average. Okay.
Why is his crit damage 2d4, but his regular damage 1d6? I don't.
It should be 2d6.
I guess-
Hold on. Your offhand damage should still be 2d6. Yeah, it should still be 2d6. Why is this?
My offhand is only 1d4, isn't it?
No, it literally says. Oh,
So
yes,
if
it
you-
is 1d4. That's right. It was 10 damage. His offhand is less damage.
Then why did his first psychic blades attack?
Because
do
his main
1d6?
attack, his main hand attack.
I have 2 different psychic blades.
Oh,
different
this
psychic
is
blades.
okay. Got.
Sorry, I didn't mean to delete. Shouldn't have deleted the 10. But you still did 10. You still did fucking 25 damage. So.
We do pew pew, and you do swipe.
Yep.
He does foot. Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Okay. Let me close these two.
I rolled a 10d1, so that way it's back on the table.
Yay! That brings us to Lorshik.
I can't run through giant werewolf, can I?
Can you hop on his back?
Not really.
Not
Not
with
where
damage
they're
or
at.
anything.
It's sort of, you could try and run around. See if there's a way around.
Yeah, go see if there's more goblins and orcs in the tunnels.
I'm going to walk up next to Casimir, and I'm going to hold my action to give the werewolf advantage if I can. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Also, in the description of the hound, I think he's supposed to roll initiative when I put him down for when he gets to take his turn.
Oh, sure. You're sure.
I don't know how to do that, so.
There you go.
I'm going to use my second action for Potion of Healing.
So go ahead and take his turn. And then you do your bonus action for Potion of Healing, please. Do you want him to just attack, or what do you want?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much. He just attacks and gives disadvantage on saving throws.
Just to clarify, is potion bonus action or action? Because it says action.
Bonus action. It's a bonus
It
action.
says action, but Devin's a cool guy, so.
So I can't use my second action to fighting spirit, right? Because I already used bonus action for potion.
I mean, you could if you really wanted to, but
No, I'm not going to. I forgot that temporary hit points expire after my turn.
no, they stay on until you get more. They just don't add. They just change. Okay, so the creature I wanted doesn't exist in my database, so give me a moment. Give me a second. Okay, so the wolf bit did 13 damage. You're muted, I think.
Oh, I said good boy.
But now it's your turn, Evie.
I think I'm gonna do my last fireball down the hallway and see if I can burn his butt.
Okay. You don't even have to put the template down. We know that it'll get him.
Yeah,
Not-
and he'll. I don't think I have an option. I have to put it down.
Sure.
He should get disadvantage on the saving throw because of my hound as well.
Fair. One.
All right.
2 damage. Oh my god! That's a lot of damage!
Are his cheeks singed?
They are very singed. That's so much damage. There's so many
The
sixes.
Arsonist, I think, is now the title.
Where did my
Also-
Etten go?
You deleted the Ettin instead of the Orc the first time around.
Fucking hell. It's fine. All right.
It's after Eevee. It's fine.
It is after Eevee, so it's gonna go. It's gonna try and. It's gonna. Please just hit the wolf. Can you just do that one time for me, please? Okay. Oh. 18 damage. Okay. That swings at the wolf and misses with the Morning Star, but he hits with the battle axe. And I need you all to make perception checks, please. Vidar and Loershik, you hear squishing from down south on the southern edge of the map.
Does anyone else hear that nasty noise? Vidar nods confidently.
Where?
Sh-
Yeah. Where is it? What the heck happened to my... This is not working out the way I wanted it to so far, but it's okay. Hold on. Apparently it just disappeared. Sorry, I had another creature, but it didn't want to populate or download. So if you give me one moment. Cut. What the heck? Paste. Okay. Okay, that's what you hear. We're gonna bring it up to the top of the turn order to a technician.
Okay, technician is going to move a little and come over to this small pile of stones here. Try to find a nice yeeting stone and cast a yeet.
Okay.
If I can find yeet, here we go. Oh, I didn't do my target. There we go.
Okay. I have to make a dexterity saving throw, and it's a disadvantage because wolf boy.
That was a terrible roll.
And that still brought him down to 0 hit points.
Hooray, yeeting stone.
And paint me a picture. What's it look like?
So Rep Rap sort of walks over to the pile of stones and finds a good softball-sized rock, and just sort of looks up at the Etten and chucks it directly at the left head. And striking the side of the left head, it bounces, hits the other side of the right head, and the Etten drops dead.
Yep. Just drops dead.
So
Does
it's
it-
a quick double headshot. That's what that is.
It doesn't bounce between them like a pinball
Yeah.
machine.
The,
No,
wolf,
It
just
had-
the wolf.
no, the angle of incidence. You see, it's
The wolf also disappears because once its target is reduced to 0 hit points, it disappears. I think that's what it said, right? Yeah.
I'd like to think that I have some kind of like Pokeball looking item and it just recalls back into that when it dies or when it is done.
Sure. I picture it like a little gemstone, like a little black gemstone.
Yeah.
Just because I think it's fun. How fast is this motherfucker? He's not very fast.
all right. And then
Every
we're gonna
Pokemon if you're brave enough.
have Defender move up and repair again. Is what's gonna happen.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so it's going at the end of the turn. Oh wow, that's a lot of healing.
All right, and that's me.
All right, Casimir is going to make a perception check to see if he knows what's going on. And he makes a nat 20. And he starts running down this way. Yeah. That's where he's going to hang out. There's something down here. It's big and nasty.
Do you see what it is yet?
I have no idea. Vidar. I rolled a 3 on that nature check. Negative.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge up behind him then, I guess.
Oh, let me. Dang, you can't even see it yet because you don't have dark vision. We are going a little bit long, but I apologize.
Ooh, I can see a corner of it, and I can't tell what it is, but
Okay. We can always take a
I'm
dash.
gonna-
You could take a dash action as a bonus action.
it's not really my thing to get too close to things. From the fact that I can see literally just a sliver of the corner of it,
Okay.
from here would I be able to
Make
tell
a
if this
nature
is
check. Make a nature-
a friendly thing or not?
No, it's not. You already know it's not friendly. Just make a nature
Okay.
check for me, please. Yeah, you don't know what it is. Okay. Lorshik.
Actually, can I just start stabbing it too?
I'll let you take one attack at disadvantage. Or if you want to take both attacks at disadvantage, you can do that. What the F? Okay. Do damage.
Did it hit?
Do damage. Okay.
I get to do my offhand too.
Yeah. Disadvantage. How? Are you kidding me? Do
It's
damage.
that +8. That +8 makes all the difference.
Okay. Okay.
Is he melee attacking something right now?
No, he's throwing his daggers.
Okay.
Lorshik, your turn.
I'm going to move to there.
I would never move into melee range for anything. You know that.
Well, that thing's ugly. I call back down the cave. Hey guys, it's really ugly.
If you'd like
What
to
is
make- if
what
you'd
is
like
it?
to make-
What
if you'd
what
like
kind
to-
of ugly?
If you'd like to make a nature check, please do. It's a venom troll.
It's a venom troll.
It's a troll.
Is it making southern squishing sounds?
Yeah, its hands near its crotch. I use one of my actions to use another potion of healing.
Okay. Not a bad roll. Not a bad roll at all. Almost max. Anything else?
Then can I save an action again and use it to give Vidar advantage on his next attack? I can't
Sure.
do much. I guess I could pull. Hold on. I'll pull out my crossbow, or my longbow, and I will
Fire.
attack it
Okay.
with that.
Go ahead and make a regular attack.
I think I hit it.
You did hit it.
I think I did 10 piercing damage.
You did. And as you hit it, you see that poison sprays everywhere all around it.
Hey guys, this guy is poisonous.
That brings us to Evie.
All right, I'm gonna move to Oh, hey yo. Here. And I'm going to cast invisibility at second level on Vidar and Loershik. So
Oh.
they get advantage on all their attacks, and he gets disadvantage when attacking them.
Okay.
So at second level, I can do it on 2 people.
Okay.
So I'm doing
Go
that.
ahead and cast it. We're gonna mark these boys as I don't know. We're gonna mark them as this because
Oh, sorry, I have to
wait,
do it
this
at
one.
third. I have to do it at third. Can you
Okay.
take that off?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Let me make sure you get
That
your.
back.
Do you give
I just
you
put him
gave it
back.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But you don't have any
There.
third level spell slots left, do you?
Oh shit. Yeah, no. I'll just do the one on I have a feeling Lorishik's gonna get close to it, so I'll give it to him.
Okay. So Vidar is not invisible, but Loershik's invisible. Okay. Duly noted. Anything else?
I'm gonna when I cast invisibility on the Wershik, I'm just gonna say, now you can charge it. And that's hang on. Can I only do the hound once per?
Let's see. No, you can do it as long as you have sorcery points.
I do. Okay.
It's 3 sorcery points.
All right. Let me subtract the last one and the 2 fireballs. Nope, don't have enough. So, let us instead then chill out right here.
Sounds good. All right, now it's his turn. You can see that his wounds are actively healing themselves. He's regenerating. And he stomps his way up to you guys. To here. And then he's going to use a venom spray. He slices his arm with a claw. And then I need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Does Vidar have advantage on that Constitution saving throw?
You don't. You're not part of it. It's just this area. This area here.
Vidar. I was asking if Vidar has advantage on
He
that.
should because he's a Warforged.
Yeah.
I mean, I rolled a 20 anyway. Do
Yeah,
I need to
not
reroll?
really, no.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I was resistant to poison. Thanks, Day Day.
You're welcome.
Loershik, would you like to re-roll that saving throw? Because you have
Yeah,
that
I
as
really
an
would.
option.
I'm going to use my whatchamacallit though. What is it? We don't have it yet. Can I use
Oh,
the...
yeah, the Crows and Grits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that. Okay. Everybody, I think Casimir he's not resistant to it, but he does have a fucking +7 Constitution saving throw. Okay, he saved. So no one is poisoned, but everyone takes 9 points of poison damage. And those of you who are resistant take half as much.
Is half of 9 4 or 5?
4. It's rounded up. Or down. Round down.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Are you resistant to poison damage?
No, I don't think so, no.
Take 9 points of damage.
And it was just poison damage, and what we are not poisoned, to be clear.
No, you are not poisoned.
Not dead. I'm not dead.
Does that count as an
hold
attack on someone near me? Can I sentinel attack?
Sure.
Cool. I attack with my maul.
At advantage.
I don't think it will matter accidentally.
You definitely hit.
All right.
Okay. As you hit him with your blade, he sprays poison over Casimir, Evie, and you all take 8 points of poison damage. Okay, that brings us to Technician.
Okay, I believe I measured this out correctly. What? Okay, technician is going to dash.
Okay. Would you like to me to measure for you so you can be somewhere?
So that's 45 and then 60.
You have five more feet.
We're right there. And
Five
then
more feet of movement.
5 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
The issue is when you measure from yourself and actually click on your token, it counts the square you're in as 5 feet. So you have to measure from one square away.
I see.
If you measure from your character, like if you measure from here, this is proper measurement. You just weren't. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Right. So that was my action. Bonus action. We're gonna tell defender to move up and attack.
Okay. Where's he moving to? He has free roam pretty much.
Yeah, I can't select him because now he's out of my vision.
I got him. I got him. Where do you
okay.
want him? Just put your cursor where you want him to be.
So the other side of the troll.
Because that 40 feet of movement for him is nothing. So. Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
He's attacking.
And he's attacking.
Okay. Is he gonna hit? He hits.
I think so. Yep.
Everyone within 5 feet of him takes another 14 poison damage. Casimir is at 2 hit points, including the defender. He's resistant to poison, right?
Yeah, construct. I believe it's not on his sheet.
No,
but
he's
I'm pretty
immune.
Sure
He's immune to poison because
he's immune to poison.
He's immune to poison damage.
Okay.
It's actually, if you look on his sheet underneath dark vision, there it has a full heart. He's immune to poison.
Yep, I see it.
So give him his hit points back. I got you. I got it.
How do you look at his character sheet?
You have to have ownership of his character sheet. Which,
Oh, I thought you were saying if you look at it.
If-
you
if-
will
Yeah,
I'm
no,
see.
he was,
I'm
he was
telling-
telling me to look
I was
at it.
telling him to look at it. I can absolutely zoom in a bit. There you go.
He was very politely
I was-
telling me to RTFM. That's what it was.
I was waiting for technician to move so that I could zoom in. Is that better? Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be everything. Yep.
Casimir is going to. He has a healing potion. He's going to try and heal himself, and then he's also going to say, "Stop fucking hitting it while we're in range.
Back up.
I can't, or it will attack me." He's going to use his action to rage, so that when it does attack him, he takes half damage. So that's going to take a claw swing at him. And misses. Vidar.
I just want to quickly point out that Vidar's psychic blades don't actually do physical damage.
There's a reason I said when someone else hit him, it sprayed poison damage. When you hit him, it did not spray poison damage.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure that it leaves no mark on the target, it says. And does he have range? He can't hit me, right? I can back up without dying?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to back up down this hallway just a little bit.
At least I think so. Reach 5 feet. Yep.
Well, I'm going to take a couple step backs. That way poison doesn't get me when it sprays. And I'm going to start stabbing.
That's a hit. And you get sneak attack damage on this one. Because you got lots of boys around. Okay, 9. 17. That's your first one. Okay. Dang. That's max damage.
That was
Okay.
basically better than my crit roll.
That brings anything else?
Nope,
That
just
brings us to
backflip out of the way
the
and
invisible
throw
aware
knives.
check.
Since I'm invisible, I'd like to move away, but before I do, am I allowed to try to push Evie 5 feet back?
I would say that your action would be pushing her.
Okay. I'm going to action push Evie back next to Casimir.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check. As long as you don't roll a nat 1, we'll be fine. Yep. You push her out of the way.
And then
Like, please
I
don't
run
jinx
back.
that.
I run over by Technician.
Okay.
He can't take an attack of opportunity, right? Because I'm invisible.
Yep. Well, he already took one against Casimir. He only has
Okay.
he only has one reaction. So
And I assume that the range for the poison we have determined at this point is 5 feet.
yep.
All right, so I'm gonna take out my crossbow, and
You already had your longbow out, and you already used your action to push Evie out of the way.
I have 2 actions per turn though.
No, only if you use action surge, which you already acted, which you already used.
If you use attack, you get a second attack. You don't get two actions.
attacks. 2 attacks per 1 action.
Action. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Oh well, I'll say that you can.
No.
If you would like to take
I'm gonna use a
one
potion.
shot, if you'd like to take one shot at the troll, you can do that.
Okay. I'll take a free shot. I think I hit it.
I think you hit it as well. For
I think it's.
For minimum damage.
I'm going to use a bonus action and use a potion.
okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Evie.
I can back up a little more and it not attack me, right?
Yep, absolutely.
All right, I'm just gonna like go behind Casimir basically, and then use. I can never like tell if I should just do the math like really quick between turns, but if Magic Missile or Chaos Bolt ends up being better.
So the idea though between Magic Missile and Chaos Bolt is you have to roll to hit with Chaos Bolt. You don't have to roll to hit with Magic Missile. It just always hits. So that's the key differences. Is Magic Missile is amazing because you do not ever have to roll to hit with it.
Yeah, but the damage is pretty low
The damage potential is very low, and also the damage potential for Chaos Bolt is really high, which is why you have to hit with it.
Yeah. Okay, well I'll do Chaos Bolt now.
Okay.
Hey, sorry, 1 second.
If you chaos into poison, this is going to be dumb. If you chaos into fire, this is going to be
Well,
awesome.
I have one more sorcery point that I can change the type of any
She can
attack,
change
so
she can change the type
I'll be
of any
alright.
attack. So
alright, I'm doing it at 2nd level so I can get an extra
like D4,
hit in.
extra
Yeah.
D6 damage or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll. You missed.
Can I grab Callum? Right here.
Absolutely. Oh,
All
doing
right.
this again, eh? Let's go!
Please help me.
Okay, going. That's a hit.
Thanks, buddy. And then how many is it at? Sorry,
Just hit
still
damage.
getting
Just
it.
hit damage.
Okay,
And
okay,
it will
okay.
get all of it for you.
We'll do it. All right, thank you.
All right, 4 and 6. 4 is force and 6 is poison. You get to choose force or poison damage.
Let's do force.
Okay. So that's 16 damage total. Okay. You did damage. It's
And
not dead yet.
can I bonus action potion?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
All right. At the beginning of its turn, it regenerates some health.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
I thought you were saying like as if I gave
No,
it the
no,
potion.
no,
I was like, no, for
no.
me. It was for me.
No, it does it. It does it on its own.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, the timing. I was like, it was for me.
To walk here, stomp over, and it's going to make a multi-attack against Technician. Would you like to deflect attack?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, 3 attacks. Would you like to deflect the bite or the claws?
We're going to deflect the bite.
Okay. Attack, disadvantage, 19. On the money. Oh, it hit you with all 3.
Sorry, for the second attack, we are casting shield as a reaction.
Okay. So it hit you with it only hit you with the bite. Go ahead. Wow.
Is that one?
Are you kidding me right now? 6. You take 8 points of damage total with your resistance to poison damage. Okay, so you hit.
Stop. I know you're going to maybe keep hitting anyway, but I gave you advantage on all of your attacks. If you could just
Try and
And,
roll
and
a
I'm
crit.
sorry, real quick, that was 6 damage to me, is what that was?
8 damage to you total with your
8
resistance.
damage total.
Yeah.
Thank you.
To clarify, I'm rolling a crit because
You're rolling advantage because you have invisibility.
Okay,
you are
advantage,
invisible.
not a crit. All right,
That's a hit.
there we go.
So roll damage. Luershik, you take 13 points of damage. And Technician, you take 6 points of damage because you're resistant to poison damage. Okay. I believe that's it. Technician. It be your turn.
I'm just looking real quick to see if I have a way to shove this guy, which I don't believe I do. Oh. Yeah, I don't. Okay, we're actually just going to, well, actually, no, that's crossbow at that range is not going to work, is it? We are going to hand axe.
Okay. That's a miss. You have a second attack. That's a hit. Loershik takes 10 points of poison damage, and you take 5. It does drop to the ground.
Okay, and bonus action, we are going to tell Defender to attack.
Okay. It is, by the way, it gets advantage because he's on the ground. He's prone and appears to be unconscious.
So I'm going to re-roll that one with advantage then, or do you
Yep,
just
go
want me
ahead,
to
go
re-roll
ahead,
it?
go
Okay.
ahead. That's a hit. Loershik, you take 4 points of poison damage. Technician, you take 2 points of poison damage. And it is still unconscious.
And Lorchik is now unconscious.
And invisible.
And unfortunately, Rip Rap was not there when you were turned invisible, so I have no idea you're
make a
there.
perception check for me at disadvantage. To see if you can tell that he's there. No, you can't.
We ain't found shit.
Let's see if Casimir knows that he's there.
Would it be possible for Vidar to call out to Casimir to go first, since we both have the same initiative and like hang on a sec kind of thing?
Yeah. Oh, well, Casimir is going to run over and pick up Loershik and move him the fuck out of the way. That's what he's doing.
Every time you move Casimir's token and it moves that fast, I just see him like you know that like anime thing where just like dust cloud is behind them, yeah, and they're just like fists forward and their legs are moving and their body there's no like up and down. It's all just like a straight charge.
Yep.
That's what I.
No, that's
what
exactly
I see him
how
doing.
he runs. Don't judge him.
Yeah.
Don't judge that Casimir.
I saw that
Sure.
as a feature on his character sheet, anime running.
Yep, anime running. He's also going to give you a healing potion for 5 points of healing, Loershik, because he rolled a fucking 19 on his perception check to see you.
Am I at -2 or at 0?
You
'Cause I was at
can
2, I
only
think,
ever go to
before.
0 in this system.
Okay. It has me at -2, just to be clear.
Oh.
So,
Well,
so I
put
get
yourself
4
at 0.
Okay.
0 and then
I
plus
go back
4.
up to Okay.
That brings us to Vidar.
And Vidar is going to do the stabs
Okay.
at advantage.
Yeah.
Critical stab.
And do I need to sneak attack stab too, or
Yes, you do.
is that one also critical? Is that how that works?
Yes. 39. Okay. He's still unconscious.
It's gonna keep swinging.
That's a hit. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, just shooting lasers.
Loershik, what are you doing?
I thank Casimir, and in doing so, I step next to this waterfall back here, and I take out my longbow, and first I fighting spirit.
Okay.
I get 5-10 hit points. I pop another potion. Special.
Are you gonna be attacking? Or are
I'm
because
planning to miss.
that's 2 bonus attacks. That's 2 bonus actions.
Oh wait, is it still unconscious? Sorry,
It is still
it's
unconscious.
2 bonus actions. Okay, I'm not going to fighting spirit. I'm just going to potion.
Okay, so then just potion, and then give yourself back a charge of fighting spirit. Sorry, we're going a bit long. I apologize.
That was- Okay. I don't think I have anything to do.
If you would like to
So-
make a nature check to see what's going on,
I will do that.
trolls can't die unless they take fire or acid damage. He will not die unless he takes fire or acid damage.
Guys, we need to catch this thing on fire. It's not going to go away unless we burn
I
it.
got you. Well, it has to hit, but I got you.
And I still have an action, right?
Yeah, are you going to shoot it?
Technically. No, I don't have anything I could catch on fire with. So, can I?
Hearing the thing about fire, Rep Rap is going to kind of over his shoulder say, "Will it work if we burn it with acid?"
Yes.
Is it-
Would acid be poison damage? Will that actually work
Acid
against the
is
poison?
acid, poison is poison.
Okay.
They're different.
I am going to. I don't know what I can do with my action, so I'm just going to hold it, I guess.
Hold it until he gets up or something.
Yeah.
Evie, it's your turn.
Quick clarifying question. Can Lorishik still put Callum, like, his points for Will of the Old King on other people, or
No.
do we get rid of that because of the one?
You got
Okay.
rid of it because you all have your own thing now.
Okay, well. His AC is like high because I missed
You
last
have
time
advantage.
with like
You
a.
have advantage because he's unconscious.
Okay. Hopes and prayers.
Just don't roll bad; it'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Advantage.
that's a hit. Now we have to pray for 1 or 3.
Well, no, we don't because I have one more transmute left. So no matter what, I'm turning it into fire.
You do actually. She does have one more transmute left because she didn't use it on the last one.
Correct.
Okay.
So
Roll
damage, and
A 4 and an 8. Thunder and force. So you're gonna
Yeah.
change it to what?
yes, to fire. And that is my last sorcery point.
It sort of sits there, and then you go, and it goes, and it goes lifeless on the ground. But
Lifeless or dead?
also dead. Rep Rap, you take 3 points of poison damage as it takes that final damage.
What was that about fire in the caves? Boys.
And also, as you're doing this, Loershik, you notice that in the water, you basically crawled past it, is a crate with a bunch of draconic. It's a wooden crate with a bunch of draconic runes on it that appear to be sort of secured very well to the point where they were trying to pry it open with like pry bars and what tools that they had available, which were poor quality, and were unable to open the crate.
I call over to Casimir and ask him, "Hey, can you help me with this? I'm feeling a little weak."
Sure.
And I assume he picks up and just walks.
He's
into
raging,
me.
and he rolls a nat 20. He just goes, whoop, and he throws it against the wall, and it explodes, and a bunch of weapons fall out. One of which, okay, so I assume that Technician's just going to cast a.
Yeah, let's identify.
Yep,
basic-
you identify everything. There is a +1 maul that looks nearly exactly like the one that Loershik has, except it appears to be more serpentine in nature. Haka pays attention to these things. There is, I believe, a Wand of the War Mage +1 for Evie. For Vidar, there is a pair of Thieves' Gloves. for technician, there is a set of magical tools that give him advantage on identifying different types of magical items. So it gives you advantage on all Arcana checks. The pair of goggles gives you advantage on Arcana checks. And for Casimir, there's a gigantic fist-sized ruby that appears to be magical in nature. And that's where we'll leave it. Those are the gifts from the War Master. You guys fought for them, and you fought well. It was a good fight. Almost everyone died. Vidar was nowhere close, but that's how he rolls. All right, everyone, have a great week. We should be seeing you guys next week because DPC is over this week. So hopefully we'll see you guys 3 times next week, if not more than that, for the other series should be starting back up. Yeah. Everyone have a great week. Stay safe. And we'll see you next Thursday or Tuesday. I'll let you know in Discord. Join the Discord. Subscribe to YouTube. Support me on Patreon if you'd like to. I'd appreciate it. Everyone have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye!